stopped to smell the roses, and the roses all were dead. The morning came, the sun never shined, the darkness stayed instead. Well, I tried to love a woman, yeah, she led me into her bed. Yeah, she let me fall in love with her. She up and ran away. Didn't expect her to love me. Had some honesty and I would learn. Well, I fell for those eyes so many damn times. Never thought they would lie. I never thought that they would lie.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Don't Make This Weird podcast. I'm your host, Joey Strange. Here with me, as always, Heather and Tony. Our guests today, Hope for me and my funeral. What's up, guys? Harley doesn't have audio?
Yeah, I can't hear.
Once again.
Okay.
Oh, wait, actually.
You good? You can
Maybe.
hear?
I don't think I have audio either.
Can you speak into the microphone?
Hello.
Oh, wow.
That's probably help.
Hey, there you go.
I don't hear anything out of this either, actually. I'm just gonna.
Welcome to the shit show, guys.
Or someday we might get the sound and everything in order.
Does
Who knows?
Sure.
That might be.
Where's our
I can get
intern?
some
He's
now.
not working.
whoa.
He was too busy getting Joey's beer,
That's a fact.
so he was right on. So,
So I want to shout out to Kyle Keller for doing that intro song. You can catch Kyle Keller here in Michigan in Bay City, May 19th. Super House Show friends.
Heck
It'll be
yeah.
awesome.
Kyle's awesome.
Still no audio?
No, I got
can
it
hear
now.
We're good?
Okay, good.
he's
I'm
just
just
low.
going to not kick these chords then.
We will figure this out one day.
But yeah, shout out to Kyle. It's a great song. That was Stop and Smell the Roses
Great
off
track.
of his EP,
Great.
I've Known Love.
Good thing I'm drinking wine because that's a great track to drink wine to.
I guess.
I mean,
If you're a wimp, no, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
If you're a
It's a
what?
local winery. It's
I find them to be
Torrez.
I find them to be more whiskey tunes.
See,
Can you
I
give me a
don't,
Yeah,
little
I
more
can see
fun?
that more.
yeah. See, I don't know. What kind is it that you got?
It's ironic because Kyle doesn't drink.
It's actually from Traverse City. It's Traverse Bay Winery. It's a
Ooh,
cherry
yes.
Riesling wine.
Rising.
It's a blend of 25% cherry wine and 75% Riesling. I
Nice.
don't know
Huh.
what that means.
And that's been sitting around for a while. So even when it's open, you don't put it in the fridge, and it's still good.
Oh, this is really good. When I
freaking-
first took the
Tony's
head off
gonna
of
get crazy.
He's gonna get-
white
I'm
Yeah.
I'm a man of taste myself. Got my King Cobra 40 ounce here.
I was gonna say I'm drinking PBR.
That is
so,
a giant bottle over
I'm
there.
over here getting chocolate wasted. I have my Premier shakes.
I'm getting some vitamin C in my life
Which are-
over here.
Which
Hope's sick.
I'm dying, but you know,
don't die.
It's
She's
a
not
living.
dying. She's lying.
I like
yeah,
you.
sort of.
Go away.
Wait, Hope has the plague?
Yes.
That's going around. Well, okay, I don't want to freak anybody out by saying that. That's not the truth. It's
What?
just a really
So-
shitty flu.
So before we
Okay.
started the podcast, I went to the library to learn how to make wine, and I have a ridiculous amount of cool stuff for recipes.
Our library is pretty
So-
pretty awesome.
Yeah, this is the same one where I actually learned how to make beer too.
Oh dear.
But
Oh.
have you made beer since
Harley,
you
come
learned
here.
how to?
Well,
Okay.
no,
Class is useless. All right, there we go.
Wait, what was the question?
He did do the
No,
He blacked out for
you're
a
missing the
minute.
point. It's free
Right.
beer,
That is. There's nothing wrong with free.
That's true.
right.
No,
Good
no.
point.
and tonight was free
Speaking-
wine.
Speaking of
Yes.
free
I
beer,
ain't getting wine.
I went out with Harley Saturday and he bought all my drinks.
Yeah, it was-
$1 pints of PBR. Can't really beat
You
that.
can't beat that.
So would it be racist if I said that's mighty white of you?
Cracker.
Huh.
Just kidding.
Now, are there Irish white? Do they have a? Do they have a tint? Huh? Are you tintish?
What do you mean am I tinted?
You have a slight.
Are you tintish, Joey?
Are you saying?
Stop tint
Really?
shaming.
Are you saying? Are you saying the Irish are people of color?
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
green.
they
Oh
are.
dang.
Only my
But-
soul.
Joey, he got green.
Speaking of the Irish, how was your St. Patrick's Day?
It was awesome.
It
It was a
sucked.
good time.
Why did it suck?
Because there wasn't enough alcohol.
We started
I went to the wrong
drinking.
place.
Harley and I
doing
started
it
drinking at about 2:30 in the afternoon.
Yep. As soon as I got out of work, I went to
We-
Kroger, picked up a 12-pack of PBR, went home, day drank.
We pre-gamed so hard you had to take a nap before we went to the bar.
Yeah.
So basically a normal afternoon for you, and then you decided no.
Oh, we also did. Hold up.
He's a functioning alcoholic.
That's what we like
That's,
to call it.
you know, this is actually what this is, Harley. This isn't a show. We actually brought
Oh,
you
is this
here. This is an intervention.
He knows
right
he
now.
knows that's
Intervention,
bullshit
guys.
because
Aaron,
I
get the
would
door.
be
Get
here.
the door, Aaron. Get the door.
We're abusing responsibly. It's okay.
She wasn't being serious, Aaron. It was a joke. He actually got up and got the door.
I love that kid.
No.
Gonna go to the chat here for a second before we get more into their St. Patrick's Day. Rob says, "Get well soon, Hope." It's Adam's brother. So
Oh, thank you.
glad he listens. And Jeff says that's how the Stan novel started with the flu. Sounding good tonight, guys.
Sweet.
So,
Dope.
Thanks, Jeff.
Also, I just like
Brought us
to add to that. Hope, don't get well. Go fuck yourself.
Again,
Starting off strong.
slack.
Oh.
Slack, just
Setting that bar at an all-time low.
I don't agree
What are you doing
necessarily with
me?
that at all. So yeah, so everybody made it through the shenanigans. On
We weren't-
St.
we
Patrick's
weren't-
Day.
We weren't
And you can
just
say
drinking
that
Home
because
and
it's
PBR.
St. Patty's Day.
games.
Mhm.
That is all I did.
Shenanigans and
Got out of
malarkey.
work, went home, played games.
right.
I say
It was
shenanigans
nice though.
throughout all the year, not just on St. Patrick's
Well,
Day.
of course. If you're Irish, there's no way of getting around it.
Ironically, I only had one Irish car bomb, and
It was the fucking worst Irish car bomb.
it kind of sucked. But last year, that's all I drank.
That was my fault.
Yeah, and it was
Heard
not
that
a good.
story, yeah.
It was not a good
Yeah.
night.
It was
It was a fun night.
It was
but
a good night. It was just not a good after.
It wasn't a
night.
good morning or day afterwards.
Was that the same night that you decided to try gas station something or other, and you just like
No, that was like I think Brian's graduation party, like way
yeah, that
back
was a
in the
while
day.
ago.
Yeah, we got super drunk, and the next day I had gas station nachos because I thought that's the
Oh.
same as Taco Bell.
No,
No, it's not.
nope.
Oh, speaking of Taco Bell, after all the fun stuff at the bar, we were driving to Taco Bell.
Dude,
Also,
and
I
my
wasn't
Taco Bell.
I wasn't drinking and driving. Let me throw that out there.
It's good.
Uh,
We got a DD.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah.
Yeah,
We were
wink,
going.
wink.
We went to Taco Bell, and I
Hope's
got
totally throwing you under the bus. Right now.
I know she is.
You guys want to make me out to be a jerk? Okay.
It's okay. It's
Let's go.
coming. It's coming for her later.
It wasn't me, Hope.
But yeah, we got the 12 taco pack thing.
So the adult a Happy Meal.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I've heard about.
but as soon as like we put in the order, I mean the lady we were all loud, so she knew that we were all drinking that night. And she left the intercom on after we got the order in, and you could hear everybody in the back after she said 12 taco bag or 12 taco box. They all went, no.
Was it like right before closing?
It was like at 1:00 in the morning.
I just remember Justin slaughtering Crunchwrap Supreme. I don't remember what he said, but he said something not even close to Crunchwrap.
Okay.
But he got out of the car and with like total confidence was like, "You got to get me." And then I don't remember what he said, but it was nothing close to Crunchwrap Supreme.
Oh man.
He turns into like a whole nother monster when he's drinking. Like
Yep.
Wait, who
Because,
does?
like-
Justin.
Because
Fun
he's,
fact.
does?
he's like
Oh,
this,
yeah,
he's
I've
like
seen
this
him.
soft-spoken, like down to earth guy, and then like he starts drinking, and he just turn like it brings the demons out of him.
I had to keep
I
turning.
don't
them
think
up last week.
I've seen
See-
that far. I don't know.
Fun fact, I actually had to kick him and some other buddies out of the pub before. And it was like the hardest thing for me to do because, he's family and stuff. But like I had to de-escalate the situation that was going down
Oh wow.
because it was bad.
Oh dear.
Man.
Actually, one of the songs is about that.
It is.
Glad you guys are on the same page.
So we had you and Justin on last week, Harley, and of course that episode is now gone.
Yeah, we had to.
We have to
Unfortunately,
bring
Did I
Justin
fix
back
this?
and you back to talk
But-
about that.
we have sorted out all those audio issues this week, and now we're sounding crystal motherfucking clear.
That's right.
So and you guys are
Bonus.
here because I mean I posted it obviously the description in that, but tell the listeners what you guys do.
Go ahead. You haven't talked at all, so
Well,
go ahead.
Yes, I have.
Yeah,
I've
she
thrown
threw
you
you
under
under
the
the
bus. I've done my job.
Oh, well, fine. Well, me and Hope are a part of Me and My Funeral, which is as of right
Two-person
now.
band.
Yeah, as of right now, a 2-piece.
Nice.
And we're working on some songs, practicing them, getting them down as much as we can before we go and actually like record, because I feel like that's the more responsible thing to do than just, hey,
Yeah.
here's stuff.
Here's stuff we're working on. We don't really know if we're sticking with it or not.
Well, you could be like me and Ian when we're just like, hey, let's write and record an album at the same time and also try to practice for an upcoming show.
Yeah.
I mean,
Super
that sounds
irresponsible.
Kind of similar though.
It's
You just don't
actually
put
very
anything
similar.
out. That's about the only difference.
Honestly,
But-
the whole like practice thing is either I come into town or she comes out to Bay City, and like we're practicing 1 or 2 songs, and then in the middle of it, I just start fiddling around. She's like,
Screwing around,
keep
yep.
that going.
Wait, let's do a new song. No, we have to practice the ones we've already wrote.
Yeah,
That
that's,
It's so
that'll
hard.
happen.
Mhm.
It's so hard. Because, like, with us, like, we've heard the songs many a time. So, you know,
When
it's going to be new to other people, but to us, we've heard it so
When
many
I
times.
was-
We're like, want to do something new.
When I was in Go Quick Die Sick, we had a system where if you came up with something, you came up with it on your own time and you just recorded it on your phone or whatever. And then when we were practicing for a show, it was just what we already had. It was like, this is all we're doing. We
Yeah.
got to focus. We have like a show in a month and we suck. So
That's how we
Just-
do rehearsal for Sister Edge and the Wicked Messengers.
Oh my god! Sometimes getting everybody together is such a hard thing to do.
Schedules
Right?
are insane.
Yeah.
That's as of right now, we're a 2-piece, so it's easier. But once we add more
Oh, yeah.
stuff,
Yeah.
it's not
Like, we-
only the schedule is going to be hectic, but like
Yeah.
even the songwriting is going to be.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I
Hey,
mean,
well,
some
that's-
drummers, want
we
to be
got
like prima donnas
ideas.
and stuff and require cotton candy at every practice. So
Or the vocalist even
No, it's a requirement.
Yeah, I find guitarists are the biggest bitches. So, you know,
I don't instrument, so
Oh,
I just
you
own
do. You
them.
play tambourine
Oh yeah, I do. I am awesome at tambourine,
and the
she
electric
rocks that
Bavarian
tambourine.
cheese whistle.
and I also want one of those hammered dulcimers too, and a hand pan drum, whatever, hang drum.
right now
Tape
I'm
drums.
No,
I'm working on getting a theremin. That's what I want. I hear it's a real
So-
fucking bitch to learn though.
It's so expensive too. Because
Yeah, they are. But oh god, I just want one. I love it so much.
I
Like
want to hurt
when we were working on Tony and I wrote a song yesterday.
Yeah.
And like when we were doing all that stuff towards the end of the song, like there's some, I won't spoil anything. There's some weird stuff towards the end of it, but I was just like, man, I just want a theremin right now. I'd just be going crazy.
I'm gonna go to the chat here for a second before we get too far away from what we were talking about for St. Patrick's Day. Rob says, "Have you all ever bruised or broken any bone or limbs while intoxicated?" That's
Yes.
a good question.
Yes, I've cracked 3 ribs.
No.
Oh,
Wait,
That's,
I don't think I've actually broken any.
I was
bones.
actually thrown
Like,
over a table
my
and
entire-
a second-story catwalk.
was it like a fight? Like what?
Yeah, I was working security on St. Patty's Day at the
Whoa.
Oh god.
Whoa.
industry down in Pontiac, which is just down the street from
I
Clutch
feel like
Cargo.
I feel like every time I don't think I've ever broken anything, but I feel like every time I go out drinking and
Didn't
I
you
black
get
out,
Stabbed?
oh, that's true. That is true.
Pretty sure.
But he asked if I ever. I think I've told that story before, but
Yeah.
Have you told it on this show?
yeah,
Oh, you have? Oh.
several times. But I'll tell it again for Rob.
Yes,
sometimes
tell our
sometimes I
listeners.
bring it up and I'll be like, and that is why you got
So-
stabbed in the back,
So I didn't get stabbed in the back. I got stabbed in the shoulder.
shoulder,
So
behind your back.
Side.
I went out and I got blackout drunk one night. So I met a
Oh,
girl online, and
Did you kiss a girl and you liked it?
yeah,
Sweet.
but
Okay.
but I met this girl online, and she's like, "Hey, you should come meet me at this party where you don't know anybody." And
Sounds solid.
I'm like,
Legit.
fucking, let's do it.
Sounds like a plan, so we
I'm fucking-
tried it.
I'm fucking down. So I show up, I start fucking drinking excessively. And I
No.
don't mean like excessively. I mean like even for me excessively. Like I'm fucking hammering shit down. Like so at some point I black out. I wake up the next morning like 2 miles away from where the party was in a cornfield, and I have
Oh
a
God, a
fucking
cornfield.
knife sticking out of my arm.
Huh.
I
And
want to play X-Files
by
music
yourself.
Right now.
yeah, by myself.
Yeah.
So I had to find my way
I feel like
home.
that's appropriate.
And also just kind of reflect on my life a little bit.
Aliens.
I would also.
Aliens. I was
Aliens,
abducted
man.
by Mexican aliens.
Wait, hold up. That's like
Harley's like, I was there. What?
because when you hear illegal alien, you just automatically assume Mexican. So
Right.
like when you say Mexican alien,
I mean, like the little green men, but they're wearing like cholo clothes.
Yeah, that's what I was
And, like-
picturing. That's all.
Hey, have you ever watched the
sombreros.
Cholo workout?
yes.
Oh
it's
my
funny as
God.
hell.
Keith actually turned me on to that, and I was like, "Wait a minute, what? How is it that, dude? You're like the biggest redneck I know. Like, no, seriously,
It's hilarious.
he's like 6'19". He's the biggest redneck.
He's
I know.
literally the biggest redneck.
Oh, yeah.
So he's like, "Hey man, you work out Cholo?" And I'm like, what is that? I'm like Conan O'Brien white, okay?
Can you imagine him and Adam like hanging
Oh.
out together? He's
Yeah,
like
2
the
peas in a
littlest
pod.
one. He's like the biggest one. That's funny.
Oh, that gives me a great visual.
Both
of,
the
like,
littlest and the biggest rednecks. So we know.
no, like the Warner Brothers cartoon with the little dog and the big dog.
Oh gosh.
What do you do next?
Oh,
Shut
yeah.
up!
Well, they do have a lot of comments though. It's
Yeah.
pretty funny when they get going.
They both wear boots.
Back
True.
to that question.
Broken.
I've never broken anything or gotten bruised because a coworker actually pointed it out. I got mad hammered at Snowfest, and
Oh.
Couldn't even
Nope.
remember what.
Wow.
I mean, that explains it.
But-
It's proof right there.
like, okay, once the tent shut down, we decided to go over to Tiffany's, which is the bar next to Zender's.
Yeah.
And apparently, even I'm like blackout drunk, I have a lot of bass. Like I won't fall, but I will stagger and stumble,
Dude,
but I will not fall.
that's
You've seen it
fucking true.
firsthand.
That is true.
So it's
You've got a lot of poise.
So kind of like those one videos you see with the old drunk.
He's like
man
a
where he's
weeble
just
wobble.
like going every which
Yes.
way, but
So
still.
are you
staying
like
up.
the drunken Mexican ninja or what?
He's a
I
weeble
like to
wobble.
think so.
No, he's just a weeble wobble. Never actually
The
falls.
sauce
but-
is strong
Right.
with this one.
So
No,
when you started that story, I thought you were gonna say that you were like at Caseville for Cheeseburger Fest or whatever.
Oh,
Like
no.
when
So-
Colin and I walked you home that one night last St. Patrick's Day. Not
Not this one. The last
the one
year.
before it.
Yeah.
We had to hold on to you, not because you were falling down, but because you were falling into shit. Like if we would have let go of you, you wouldn't have fallen over, but you would like went through like the glass of the
Destroyed
storefront or something.
everything.
Like,
Oh, man.
You think
my
that,
God.
but nah, I got it.
I don't think you did.
I feel
You-
like that's exactly what you would have been saying the whole time.
You're pretty
think I
close
was
to going.
saying.
You were at one point like literally under the bar.
Oh, dang.
Oh god.
Oh God! He's like, I
You
remember.
literally talked some shit and got drank under the bar.
This is usually how it goes, right?
I'll drink to that.
But I'll give him this though. He did hang in there.
Okay, whose idea was it for those Jello shots though?
Dude, it was the fucking whoever was walking around with him was like, come on, just do a Jello shot.
Gimme!
And I'm like, well, fuck it, they're free. So
Take
So-
the shot.
on chat, Justin just chimed in.
Oh jeez.
He's like, I'm glad you're sharing stories about times you got hammered. So my Taco Bell incident seems like T-ball. LOL.
I thought it was White Castle.
Oh God.
It's a
Speaking
White
of
Castle night, darling.
White Castle.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Did you hear
reminds
that one?
me-
I have not.
Oh my god, it was so awesome. He called in and that was the Joey's coming out party.
Oh yeah, Justin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
not that like the gay Justin, not
No, right. Oh yeah, the other Justin. Sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Well.
I
Justin's
would.
listening
Okay,
also, but-
I thought that. Never mind.
Nope.
Different Justins.
Yeah, different Justin. Justin.
got you.
From
Come on, man, pay
Fishbones,
attention. Dude, I'm the one that's
Sure.
drinking. Jeez, keep up.
Who's
Amateur.
actually hopefully going to come in and actually be in studio sometime because he
Yeah.
is a freaking riot.
he was funny. It was
It's
a
very funny.
fun conversation.
What
But
about you? Straight laced over there,
What? I
never
said,
drinking.
I
Hope's
said I
never.
never broke any bones or nothing.
Hope,
In
I don't
fact,
think I've
I've
ever
ever
seen.
gotten like white girl wasted.
Yeah,
I've gotten like
we need
really
to get-
buzzed.
we need to
and
get
having a
Hope
good time, but I
annihilated.
I don't
the
think she'd
most-
handle it.
I
I
think
don't
the
think-
most that I've gotten like buzzed or drunk quotations. Like I
And-
knew everything what was going on, and it was at like Lee and Ashley's wedding, and I think like that was the most that I drank. A
And-
bunch of screwdrivers. It was
Hope's defense
everything
on Joey's
that I
birthday
drank.
this year. Joey busts out a fifth of Jameson. He's like, "Come on,
Nice.
everybody needs to do a shot with me." And Hope's like, "All right," grabs
Yeah,
the fifth. And
I'll
Oh
get-
yeah. Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
I was like,
So most of the girls that I
Yeah.
know, most of the girls I don't really care for whiskey in general. But like,
And if they do, it's Jack.
yeah, but like
Shot.
I was over when I was helping you move in to your new place. Hope came over that one day we had that fire. I would pass her the flask of Jameson, and she's just right down the hatch.
To which at your birthday you're like, come on, Heather, even little Hope just took a drink. Take a shot. You gotta take a shot.
Totally did.
I mean, I'll try it. Okay.
But you won't drink
Try
beer.
it.
No, it was great.
Pollen.
She totally took like a pro
Because
shot
I'm
too.
dying
She
on
was
the
nice.
like,
inside
boom.
from the sick.
Okay, I can respect that. Now, when you start carrying on a flask, I gotta intervene.
Gonna stop at that.
Only
We had
a
that
flask.
when
It's
Hand
in
over
her
the
coat.
flask. Speaking of flasks, I actually picked up a one that looks like suntan lotion.
awesome.
I was gonna give it to Lydia for Christmas, and I just found it.
I was just gonna mention
But the
Lydia.
funniest part is it was like at a food pantry thing, and it was extra stuff that they had there, and that was sitting on one of the tables.
So I was just gonna talk
Awesome.
about Lydia.
Yeah.
When Tony was out of town and you were watching the house and stuff, we came
Uh-huh.
over here and played board games. Lydia and I were going fucking shot to shot with Jameson.
Oh yeah,
Oh, she don't
She
play.
fucking
she does.
no.
Not.
It got to the point though where neither one of us, we knew we had to finish the bottle, but neither one of us wanted to. But we were looking at each other like, if we're going
No.
shot for shot, we got to do it.
No, Lydia don't
We gotta
play.
go all the way.
No,
Oh
she
my
does
God.
not.
And so like those last two shots were like really fucking hard
Oh
to
my
get through.
She's ruined me for tequila and alcohol in general.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
See, that's why I love my coworkers, because over Christmas we had to get each other gifts, right? Booze all around.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Gift.
Yes, buddy got me a fucking fifth of Jameson, and I just wanted to kiss him.
Wait,
It was gone within like 2 days, but
that's pretty expensive too, isn't it? Jameson's pretty.
I don't think it was
decent
a
price.
fifth. It was like the
okay,
medium, but yeah.
but still, the thought that's
Right.
nice.
yeah.
It's not I think it's like more than Jack Daniels, but it's not like a super expensive.
I want to say the fifth is like 36.
Yeah.
I'm sad all the day. I'm out of wine now.
Sad all the
sorry.
day. Have you tried Tide Pods?
There you go.
Oh my gosh, me and Anna were at the store the other day. We started talking about that, and I said something about chocolate covered Tide Pods, and he was like, "I think you're onto something." I was like, "Yeah, it could be orange cream, raspberry, and vanilla dipped in
Wow.
chocolate."
See, I
He's
wish
like,
I had
they'd
more
buy
of
it.
this.
I call it natural selection.
Right? This is a box of natural
I
selection.
forgot the name of it, but when I get home, I gotta send you a message because I actually got this bottle of wine that Zenders used to cook with, and it was just sitting on the counter for a while.
You never told me the name of that movie. You said you were gonna message me. The
I
John
kinda
the
forgot.
John Cusack one with the record store.
High fidelity.
All right.
Yes.
Even
Dang,
I knew
was
that.
in sync. Holy crap.
Well, we were talking about I don't know why we were talking about John Cusack movies, but you're like, you might like this. And I'm
Anyway,
like,
shut up, Joey. Go on to the wine.
I will kick you in your bald fucking head.
Okay, so we cook with wine from time to time at Zenders, and they had this one. It's locally brewed. I forgot the name of it. I'll tell you later. But,
Okay.
there was half a bottle left, and it sat there for about 3 days. And I looked over at my boss. I was like, "Can I have this?" He's like, "Yeah, man, you can take it home. We're not going to use it." I was like, "Score!" And it was gone within 20 minutes.
Hell yes.
Yes,
What kind was it?
He doesn't know.
It was
He's gotta
a-
send it
I
to
want
you.
to say it was a white wine.
Oh wait,
Okay.
I like.
Cherries for cooking. Okay.
I
Yeah.
mean, you know,
Yeah.
Lisa brought this, which is a Charles Krug,
It's terrible.
and it's incredible.
It's
It's a Cabernet. Here's the
Drinks
bottle.
gross.
Check it out. It's a 2014. Yeah,
That's girl booze.
I like how she just takes it and looks at
Hope's a champ. You know, she's a closeted alcoholic.
You drink wine that tastes
What's
like
your
they
wine?
left their socks on when they were smushing it with their feet.
That's
Disgusting.
an absolute fact.
Am I
That's
right?
white wine for me.
Ugh.
Tastes like Five Oaks.
It's like Five Oaks.
Well,
Oh man,
I
that
need
was
to
funny.
remember
Five
this.
Oaks.
there's perks to working as Zenders. Like we get fun money,
Yep.
which is just pretty much here's like $10 or 15, $5, $1, whatever.
Yeah.
And you can take it and buy whatever they sell.
Yeah.
Coincidentally, they sell booze.
Nice.
So I've gotten so much free booze from like Zenders. Just
See, we get that at Bronner's too, but it's not. There's no booze.
See, that's the thing is you give
Oh,
me a
no
good
booze.
hearty cab like that one because normally I'll drink like Markham, which is the cab, like that one, and just it's like $32 a bottle, but oh, it's so good.
right, let's talk about straight people alcohol now.
Straight
But
people.
what? Wow, you didn't really like finish that
Have you-
sentence. I'm like,
Shut up,
what?
Joey. We're talking about wine.
That's,
Yeah, have you sat down and drank some wine?
Yeah, I have. Not a fan. Not into it.
Okay. I
Well,
have another
fine.
question.
I got another Lydia story.
Oh,
Though.
okay. Go ahead.
Go on.
The Five Oaks story.
The
Five
Five Oaks.
I brought this bottle of wine over. This Five Oaks wine. Had no idea if it was good or not.
Yeah.
We pop it open. Lydia's never had it either, but she looks at it. She's like, Five Oaks, how is it? I'm like, I don't know, try it. She takes a drink and she's like, tastes like Five Oaks.
Oh man, I miss her. It's been a long time since she's
Lydia, you need to come back on. You were here for the first show and
I
then
s-
disappeared.
I owe you an insult.
Yeah, exactly.
She owes you some more wine in your lap. Speaking of that, not
It was
necessarily
cold, too.
that, but Mitch has another show coming up Friday.
What time is that?
Doors open up at 6, and I believe it goes on until 8. No, not. It starts at 8.
And you got
But
some
I
options
suggest-
this weekend, though.
Yeah. you do
Yes,
have
there's some
options.
'Cause you can do that, or you can go to the White Oranges show at Hamilton Street Pub this Friday.
Yep.
That's a good
with-
time.
Who is all playing with them? I know the Mercurials, but I don't know the rest.
Swear,
Hey, you
every
said it
time
right.
I get out too
I know.
late at
I got
work.
it.
That's not true.
The
Actually, I need to
marsupials.
talk to you about bringing him out, maybe,
Where?
because you get out at 8, right?
Are you going, Hope?
Yeah. I
So
want
you should
to.
totally come because it's only $5.
Well, let's talk about this after the show.
Sweet.
We gotta stop making plans on live on the air. We did this
Everybody's gonna
last
be
time.
like,
Oh,
No,
yeah.
see, that's the
What
thing,
you
though. is
doing?
They get making plans live on the air, then people come stalk us at the events.
Right.
That's true.
Yes.
Speaking of that, too, we got asked to go and
I have no data.
announce for
I'll bring
the
it up.
roller derby girls.
Yeah.
But we were unable to do
Crash-tastic.
that. But yeah, Crash-tastic got a hold of us. Wanted us to go on and announce for their show, the roller derby girls.
Oh, that's cool.
But we were already previously engaged for something. So,
Oh,
but
maybe another
later.
time.
Maybe another
It's not
time.
easy being us.
Yeah, right.
Everybody wants a piece. You know, it's really. I can't walk down the street these days without somebody telling me that I should get a job.
I knew you were gonna like.
You know, you can't just
Oh
window
my
shop
God.
without somebody
Wow.
saying that you
I gotta
are
get this
look
cough
homeless.
looked at.
You know, I had a really good time though this weekend. I stayed over Harley's pretty much longer than I thought.
Way
I was
longer
going
than we planned.
So I went there Friday. The plan is only to be there till like Sunday.
Yeah.
But then Harley came home and he's like, "Do you mind staying until Tuesday? I just don't feel like going back to Carol."
It's a trek, okay? You know, gas, all that stuff.
and I'm like, sure, whatever, it's fine. And talking with you and Justin, I feel like I was able to write like a lot of good like comedy bits out of that.
Copy.
I don't know how to feel about that.
Like
He's
there's
stealing material.
like there's one, I'm not gonna say it, but like Justin helped me come up with this really funny one about Shawn Michaels, the wrestler. And
That's who my son's named after. I didn't
Yeah.
name it though. I
but
can't stand
Justin and
Name
I
it.
both laughed quite a bit at it, but I feel like nobody else is gonna find it funny. But I think it's fucking hilarious. So
Are you gonna say?
I gotta get.
share.
I'm not gonna tell her because
Oh.
I'm saving.
You're
I'm
not
saving
ready.
it for.
Speaking of which, future reference, the room that you were crashing in is now White Orange's jam room.
Right on.
So that mattress is gone.
It's just gone.
It's yeah.
Right on.
Well, you mean in the unfinished like?
Well, now
area?
you guys got to get a fucking good
Oh,
couch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do need to get a better couch because it is not good.
Well,
'Cause-
yeah, because didn't like the day you came back, you're like, hey, I need to go through and record this song, which was what, yesterday? Or did you come back on Tuesday?
What are you talking about? What does that have to do with anything?
Because you said you just got back from Harley's.
Oh,
Writing.
Yeah, and you're writing
When you-
stuff. Keep up, man.
what?
Drink some more. You're not paying attention, Joey. Fuck.
Huh? What's happening?
Was that wasn't that last night?
I
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wrote that song. Yeah.
It's so hard to tell. Like it's been back and forth to Waterford all week.
Yeah. So I
Oh,
wrote
God.
I wrote the closing track on the album. I still got 2 more songs I have to write, but I wrote the song that's going to be the last song
Oh,
on the
speaking of
album. And I had a moment where I was writing like the last verse for it, where I'm like, these are the last words anybody's gonna hear on this album. I'm like, this is kind of like a weird feeling.
Okay, when you
Oh.
posted that on Instagram,
Yeah.
I read that and I was like, wait, is he done? Because I know it's been like what 18 months.
It's been a fucking long time. I'm ready for it to be done. There's still some work to be done, but pretty much done writing. Got a couple more songs, and then we're
How
good.
many songs are you gonna have on there?
That's for me to know.
For him to figure out.
Wasn't it
Actually.
something
I
like
think
40,000, and then you're gonna have like a couple of talking points? I think it
Yeah,
was.
I mean, that's
It's
pretty
gonna-
spot on.
I think we're planning for 18 tracks total.
Nice.
That's not a joke.
Dang.
We're
Oh, speaking of
planning
that, Ian recorded some stuff in the studio today, and we actually found that other track that you
Did
guys
he?
were working on. That you
He
couldn't
could've
was
get.
here
fucking-
without
for,
you.
he could have fucking told me he was here. Shit.
I did. You didn't get
Yeah,
my
you
message.
didn't. You
Check
didn't
your
fucking
phone.
say shit.
Yeah, I sent
All
you
right,
like.
I'm gonna fucking look right now. And if
I
there's
sent
nothing
you a
there-
text message. Did you not get it?
Yeah, see, you know
Uh-huh.
you know what you did, you little bald bitch.
Jesus.
Shut up, Joey. We're talking about wine.
Talking about wine. And apparently Jesus.
Talking
Well-
about the Jesus wine.
Well, fuck you and Ian then.
I mean, that's
I was in the studio yesterday. I wrote a song without you, Ian. So suck my dick. And you know what? It's the best song on the album. So go fuck yourself.
I just feel like I was back in kindergarten where you're like, oh,
Right.
guess what? I did this instead of you. did
Right.
Guess what?
Right.
You're not invited,
Oh snap!
and your family's poor. Kindergartners are brutal, man.
They
Yeah.
really
are.
are. They really are.
Are.
Honey badgers don't care at all. They're just like
Not at all.
They're like children.
meanwhile, like I'm in kindergarten, just like haha, paint, whatever, Legos, sweet. Wait,
Tony's
what'd
a-
you say? No, I don't care.
I ate paste.
Yeah, he was eating paste and he swears it tasted like blueberries.
It
You were-
did.
Wait,
Like
wait,
they
for
had
real?
like the scented
Dude, like,
paste.
I'm not even fucking
Huh.
surprised anymore.
Wow.
Like,
No, see, it
all
said
makes
scented,
sense.
smells like
I don't
blueberry or whatever flavor it was.
No.
It
All I
tasted
can
like
think
blueberry.
of is,
No, I don't know. I was a
Tommy
stupid
boy.
kid and was
You
like,
think
well, if
that's
it
what you're
smells
gonna
like it might as well taste like it, right? Because if you smelled it, you already tasted it.
Does that doesn't work with crayons though?
I'm so
It
glad
does
you
with the
didn't.
markers.
I'm so glad you didn't. Were you licking the Mr. Scent markers, you freak?
Yeah, you
Why
freak
not?
don't
I mean, that's
stink.
not-
Oh.
That can't be as bad as like sniffing the cement glue, right?
it's probably not as bad as drinking Purell.
Yeah.
Been there before.
What's this
I
taste
see
like?
your Purell and raise you gasoline.
Yeah.
I tell you about that.
I've done that on
Let's talk
accident.
about the past, probably.
Did you hear that story?
I've not.
You never heard that story?
I've
About
never
the time
heard
I
it.
drank Purell.
No.
What?
Why?
Oh, wait, for real?
I went to this party
Yeah.
in Houghton Lake, and there was a shot glass that was filled with a liquid.
And you said fuck it and just
No,
down the hatch.
people were like, hey, what is hey, what's this shot? Whose shot
Oh,
is
there's
this?
alcohol in
I'm
it.
like, fuck it. So someone left it there as like a really fucking fucked up joke, and I drank the Purell, and that was it for me that night.
At least it like
God.
cleaned your insides though, right?
Didn't feel like it.
It cleaned them. It purified them.
Took-
It's bad
Took
because it's like
everything.
this. It's like this liquid, but it's like a thick,
Right.
and it's just sitting on top of everything in my stomach, and it burns.
That's when you gotta take
Oh.
your stomach and just be like, "Look, look, look, look."
Fucking
Oh,
swish it around.
Just do a cocktail with, when you got
Just do the truffle
Yeah.
shuffle.
So I decided I should probably stop going to parties where I don't know anybody because
That seems like a logical thing.
Probably
Yeah.
a good thing, or take somebody that you do know that you can
I
trust.
mean, it's always fun when you
Someone
roofie
you know,
yourself.
but also that you can trust.
Good luck.
Sometimes.
They
Good
might not be
luck.
the same person.
I'm just saying,
somebody mentioned roofies over the weekend, and I made a joke about.
I always say, fuck it, free drugs.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. someone's like, man,
Oh.
I don't want to get roofied. And I'm like, it's free drugs.
I like how you start this out saying wasn't drinking while driving, but now you're like, fuck it, free drugs.
What do you mean?
Okay, you can't turn this around.
So on the chat, Adam says sounds nice and clear, and Rob says your taste buds were gone.
Something like that.
Probably, I imagine.
That was after the gasoline because I don't think things have tasted correctly after.
I don't
Oh, yeah.
think things have been
So,
correctly up there.
This dude
since-
drank gasoline.
Wait,
What?
like willingly? Because when it happened to me,
Willingly?
it was accident.
Look,
What were
I
you
seriously-
siphoning gas?
Yeah,
Like,
No. I
Oh.
dirt bikes, going out to
Lot
Owendale with the dirt track and stuff like that. Sometimes, gas just gets in your mouth.
You've just seen that shrunken face at the same
Oh,
time.
man.
As long as it wasn't in your hair, right?
Yes.
No. I've never been out
Oh my
there.
That's fucked up.
God.
Yes.
so important question: did you spit or swallow?
I was
Further
shocked, to
down
say the least.
rabbit-
So you
Oh my
spit.
God.
You took it like a champ.
Spitters
didn't
are
ya?
quitters, man. You swallowed it, right?
Yeah,
it
did.
was gas, so
Yeah,
you know,
did,
with the
you-
off chance that maybe it works like a bleach.
You dirty little slut.
Harley's a freak. You know this, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And also, my dad says hello, hello. Hello.
He always
behave.
chimes in at the best times.
He does.
You know, Harley's a freak. Hey, Pop says hello.
My dad says
How
hi.
you doing?
How's
I
it
bet he's
going?
listening. Going, Pop goes the weasel, because the weasel goes. Pop.
Anybody else want some of this King Cobra?
No,
No thanks.
No,
I'm
that's your
driving.
funeral.
Do you want to try
it's
it?
your funeral. Hi.
What is it?
Got
I
it.
see what you
Malt
did there.
We're
Little Hope's trying to reach for the bottle.
Wait,
Hope's first
hold on.
40.
Hold up. You're gonna try the
Can
King
you take a
Cobra,
picture of this?
but you're not
Yeah,
gonna
we
try
need to get a picture of this.
PBR.
Yeah, someone take a picture of Hope drinking a 40 ounce, please.
Come on, intern. What are we not paying you for?
Hey, he's doing good. He was here on time. Oh, he was here early enough to get stuff going.
Hold up. Wait,
You gotta pose for it.
I think you're good.
The bottle is bigger than
It's like her
yours.
first beer.
Was bigger than her head.
If fucking Hope can drink a
Sorry.
40 ounce, you can.
Try the
You don't
PBR.
understand how many I've drank.
Is that
All
as
right.
intense as I thought it was going to be?
Right.
Of course, it could be the fact that
Everybody
there's
makes a
nothing
fucking
going
big
on.
deal out of it. It's like it doesn't taste that bad.
It's
Thinks
gut
it tastes
rot
good
because you
because
drink
she's
the
not-
whole
Get
damn
that away
thing.
from me.
This is like fine china compared to that.
PBR. Oh yeah, yeah.
Are you seriously?
Oh,
I would
man.
definitely rather be drinking PBR, but I can drink one.
Yeah, yeah.
I drank fucking Purell at this point. Like
Everything tastes
what-
better than that.
So yeah. Anyways, the story about the gasoline.
They had no like bite to it. I thought it was gonna be like
Flat. It's been in the refrigerator. For
Actually, it's not
Yeah.
flat. It's still very carbonated.
Yeah, but like I don't know. I just
So we were drinking excessive amounts of alcohol
Oh, of course.
and ran out.
So you
As-
tried gas?
Well, here's the thing. Okay.
There's like, there's
That's
no,
how you try
shut up,
something
there's
new.
no. Oh,
Run
here's the
out
thing.
everything
Like,
else
Continue.
first.
Okay, so like we had Everclear, moonshine. We're already 9 ways to Sunday. I'm like, well, what has the same kick? Like,
Same kid.
wait a minute.
Yeah. So,
We've got gasoline in the work shed.
But there's like no.
what?
It-
I
it
couldn't
was-
even went around you.
Are you look
For
for
some reason, I was going off proof and octane being kind of the same thing. So, 92
You crazy
octane,
Kahoot.
90 proof. I mean, you
So
know, for what- it made
basically-
sense. Drunk
don't
me.
drink.
So basically, you were like the idiot that eats Tide Pods these days.
if we
No,
were,
then.
if we were
No.
on a, if we were on a network,
Oh, it sounds kind
if
of.
we were,
Okay.
if we were on a network, we'd be canceled by now.
I'm sure
Yeah.
of it.
In
Absolutely.
your defense, you know, you're probably, like you said, nine wasted till whatever, can just black out.
We've been drinking for 3 days. Yeah.
Oh God.
Okay, so
All
at
right.
that point, it's like, what can we take this to the next level? Because I'm starting to sober up.
Right.
Meanwhile, like, no, that's what you say in the gibberish talk.
Right.
Meanwhile, when you're like what sober people hear is,
Yeah, been there.
it's all. It's
It
a
was
weird
more of
effect.
a.
I mean, that works too.
Yeah, the tequila nights. I was there. I
That's
came in and he was
Tequila
sitting there. Yeah, yeah. That's another Lydia story. She was
Oh,
like,
God.
got
Lydia-
me.
And
Got
then
me
Lydia,
to
moral of the
draws
story
these
is
tequila
don't party
nights.
with
It's gotta
Lydia.
be a-
True. Do not.
And if you do, bring your big boy pants.
and when she
and
says it's going to
diapers.
change your
Or
life,
try
it's going
gas.
to change your life.
Lydia's no joke.
But yeah, I came in from that night and he's standing there, he's using this breathing machine. And I'm looking at him and I'm like saying to him, he looks so pale, what's wrong? And I was just so wasted that it seemed like he was. That's pretty much it, yeah.
What the hell are you saying?
Yep. And I stopped drinking that night and I don't do it no more.
I get really excited about things when I'm drunk.
Yes.
Yeah. Heather waited 34 years to be so hammered Thor
Yeah.
couldn't pick her up.
Right.
What
Right.
how would you describe
Next time I try to
me when I'm
surprise you with
drunk, Harley?
anything, get you drunk
It
first.
depends
Right.
on what we're drinking and the situation at hand.
It's not all just the same.
It's not all the same, but
Oh.
I feel like everybody has their different drunk selves.
I feel like I'm pretty pleasant to drink with most of the time, though.
Yeah, most of
Yeah.
the time, you know, we're
Most of the time.
enjoying some beer, whatever.
Listen, I've gotten pretty fucking rowdy some nights.
You've wanted to fight a few people.
I almost fought. I wanted to fight somebody St. Patrick's Day, and I'm like, because this
Did you not remember the no fucking fighting?
no fucking fighting. from Peaky Blinders. Yeah. No, I there was a girl that was with us at the bar, and like she was kind of with our group or whatever. And this guy was just like, he came up to the bar, and like, I get it, it's crowded up at the bar, you know, and like you're gonna be shoulder to shoulder with people.
I remember that. She was,
but this guy was like fucking on top of her, like fucking like pushing his way up and stuff. And I'm like, I'm gonna have to fucking
mind you,
somebody.
like we're not standing, we're actually sitting on stools at the bar,
right?
So yeah, it was.
And like I was like I should wait. If I'm gonna fight, I should wait for more people to show up, because it's not that I was worried about getting my ass kicked. I'm like, somebody's gonna have to pull me off of this guy.
Oh, I thought you were just like, I want everybody to see this, so I gotta wait because there's only like 3 people here. And it's not
no, I wouldn't want anybody to see it, because the story is always more legendary when somebody tells other people about it rather than
hence the gasoline story.
Okay.
Yeah, well, with the gasoline, Rob
Fair enough.
Rob said in the chat, better than degreaser. So I'm curious about the degreaser.
Okay, you know, working in the kitchen, I smell degreaser, so I can't imagine like consuming that. That's god awful.
I'm wondering if that's what happened. He's gonna have to tell the story in the chat.
I was so drunk when I came home one night after being on a 2-month tour. I was so freaking thirsty from like legit alcohol poisoning. I probably should have went to the hospital. I was so dehydrated.
I always hear about alcohol poisoning, but I've never experienced it.
Been there.
Well, that's the thing, is when you're drinking for pretty much 2 months straight, I'm pretty sure it's in there somewhere.
Well,
Okay,
that
so
makes
like
more
so like
sense.
you always hear about alcohol poisoning, but the amount of alcohol like we have drank, you would think we would have experienced it by now.
I mean, no, because we get breaks.
Yeah, you get. Yeah, I was
If you're
gonna
going
say,
2
it's not,
months
like,
straight,
But
Yeah,
for-
there was. I mean, it was
Straight
literally
sounds
wake up,
great.
drink something, go to sleep, drink something.
Right.
You know, there was
but
no.
I've had fucking weeks like that where I just fucking am just drinking for days and days at a
Well,
time.
maybe you experience and just don't know.
And the only
Maybe.
time you go to sleep is when you totally
maybe
pass out.
Are you still?
maybe
drunk?
I'm dead.
I mean, have you-
Huh?
Only
So,
inside.
anyways, I come home and my
Only
grandmother
inside. Thanks,
used to
Heather.
make this big picture of lemonade, and she only used the one picture. So I come home thinking, "Oh, great lemonade! Hot, pick it up." Did not realize that she'd literally taken all of the bacon grease
And,
Oh.
and
God!
put it in this pitcher.
Ah.
So, and it was still warm. So I'm like, glub, glub,
I,
glub, glub.
I drank hummingbird feed
I've done that. I've done
because my
that.
fucking grandma would put it in like a Kool-Aid pitcher and it's red.
Yep.
And so I'm like, oh, fuck,
Cool.
sweet Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Pour it in a
Mom.
fucking cup. I'm like, that's not fucking Kool-Aid.
That's not cool.
My mom did the same thing, and then after that, she stopped putting the red dye in it. It was just like water and sugar.
Do you know what sucks
I mean,
about
that is all it is.
drinking
It's
pure
horrible.
concentrated bacon grease?
Everything.
Well, yes. However, it's the aftermath when your system has had time to process it. So I'm
it's just,
already-
like sitting in.
No, I'm already going and being dehydrated. Yeah, it didn't help being even more dehydrated on top of that because I'm sitting on the throne. Ah!
Well,
Not my finer moment of coming off the road.
It's like having the beer shits, but you know, you just drink a whole thing of bacon grease.
Gross.
Oh.
No, it's
Fuck.
any alcohol that I had in my system and bacon
Ah.
grease on top of that. It was like White Castle times 20.
Oh.
So, in essence, it was like a. What's the word for it? When you gotta get clean.
Cleanse.
detox.
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 Oh,
yeah.
it was a detox from hell.
Of
Oh.
course.
Oh, God.
Of course, it's me. That's the first one.
So I'm gonna read Rob's comment for the story of the degreaser.
Oh God.
Oh, boy.
So he said my buddy's going to mix alcohol with his Gatorade and left it on the garage floor, or it was in the Gatorade bottle, and I just had to take a swig more or less. I drank the whole bottle, and I told my buddy. He had a disgusted look on his face and told me it was degreaser, and then told me I could eat whatever I wanted and not.
Why would you do that to a friend?
Oh, why?
Yeah.
Why?
What
That
kind
doesn't
of
sound like a friend, Rob.
Rob.
You
Rob,
should
you might
call, like,
want to
Reevaluate your friends.
exactly.
Come hang out with us.
Come on the show.
It's like just drink this degreaser, eat whatever you won't taste it. It's fun.
It's good.
It's like
Good stuff.
we used to
Also, you're probably gonna die.
party pretty
What?
hardcore my senior year of high school, and we'd always end up at my friend's house. So we'd wake up like Saturday morning and then realize the aftermath of what we had done because we literally started drinking in class because we're passing around the flask.
Nice.
Well, my buddy Jason wakes up and he's like, "Hey man, is that a Coke over there?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Cool, hand it here." Not thinking of it. Hand him the bottle, and it's a Coke bottle, 2-liter, full of chew.
Oh God, that
He
is
down-
the worst.
He downs like a quarter of it before he realizes it's loaded.
I did that before too.
Oh God!
I
And
came
I can't.
close. So I came
sounds
close,
like
and that was the
the
moment where
worst
I started telling people, no fucking chewing in my house,
Yep.
See,
because
I
they fucking would leave their goddamn bottles.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
you know Gideon.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know Gideon.
yeah.
I went out to his grandparents one day and we're shooting the gun. We're not drinking. This is just hanging out, whatever.
The car gun.
And yeah, we're shooting the gun. We're out by this picnic table. I have this McDonald's cup, Sprite, whatever. I'm thirsty. I go take a drink, and something's not right.
It's not okay.
I spit it out, and I open it up, and these motherfuckers, him and his brother, threw their cigarette butts
Christian or Gabe?
Oh,
into my and once they knew I found out, they started bursting out laughing, and I was like, I'm done. I'm out.
Was it Christian or Gabe?
It was Gideon and Christian.
He was getting.
Once
I don't think
again,
Gabe was there.
once again, I hope you reevaluated your friends as well. Like decided,
I mean, we've all had.
Or gotten them back.
We've all had.
we got stories, but I got
Yeah.
them back.
Yeah.
Oh,
See,
Remember when Gabe spit on those two chicks at the bar?
That was on accident.
That was
I felt
fucking-
so bad for
that
the
was-
guy.
Yeah, but it was fucking hilarious. At
Wait,
the same
what?
time.
How
Okay,
do you
so
accidentally do
Gideon's older brother, his name's Gabe. He's I want to say just a year or two older than I am, which blows my mind because he house, kids, everything. And I'm just like, huh.
I always
What
thought
am I
Gabe
doing
was
with my
much
life?
older.
But no, we're at the pub and we're all drinking around the round table in the back. And
It was you, me, Gabe, Gideon, and Zach, I think.
yeah. And then
And we got
I
a
don't
table.
know who the females were,
Somebody Gideon knew.
but we're drinking. I'm not at the table, but I come back and everything is just like dead serious and just wrong. And
Oh,
I'm
you
like-
didn't see it happen?
No, I didn't see it.
I
happen.
saw it happen. So
Oh.
I'll take the story over
I
from this
see.
one. So we sit down, we get our table, and Gideon notices these two girls that he knows, and he like invites them to come sit with us. And so we like merge our groups together, and it's me and Zach, and then Gabe and Gideon on one side of the table, and then the two girls on the other side of the table.
Pretty sure I was playing pool.
He might have been. So Gabe is taking this big fucking drink of his beer. We got like those big, I think like Blue Moon or whatever. Like they had
Right, the
something like
giant
a
mug.
special or something that came in like a huge glass. And is either Zach or Gideon made Gabe laugh, and he spits his fucking drink over these two girls.
Oh,
And the dude
That's
just
a-
like he just spent the rest of the night. He was so fucked up.
Dude, he was so apologetic though. Like he felt like
Right.
the world just ended.
But I think we got him like because he was going through some stuff, but we got him like super fucking drunk that night. And because
It solves everything.
we had been drinking
Oh,
at
right,
we had been
yeah.
drinking at Gideon's, and then we went out to the pub. Because you, me, Gideon, and Gabe, I think, were drinking at Gideon's house.
I'm not gonna lie, I drank so much. I
Whatever.
don't remember.
even if he did see it, he doesn't remember.
Anyway,
At
he
that
spit,
point.
he spit over these two girls, and I found it hilarious. But the dude was really apologetic about it.
oh man.
Hmm.
And then there's Hope,
And
who
there's
doesn't
no-
have these stories.
Nope, she's just a narc.
Oh wow. That-
See, that's what's great about me is I'm so old. The shit that we got away with on the road and out partying and doing whatever. Yeah, that's why you guys have laws now because we pretty much broke all of those.
You
I mean,
did-
Or they had to invent laws because they're like,
oh my
yeah, the next generation's not getting away with that.
Better than the
Well,
old
like,
shit that they used to come up with.
and you know it's just continuing. Like to
Of course.
more laws.
We
We
That
set the
gets
bar
happening.
nice and high for you guys.
We still broke
Keep
some
going.
laws.
Tide Pods.
But,
Have you tried Tide Pods?
Jesus. But no, there's been times where I'm surprised I am even still here.
No, see, that's
Like-
the thing is when we broke laws, we were smart about it. These other generations are just like, have you tried Tide Pods?
I don't want to
It's
hear
like,
you say
why
you're
would
smart about anything. You drank gasoline, you dumb fuck.
Jesus.
Hey, drunk
Get
me,
outta
it made
here.
logical sense.
Yeah.
92 octane, 90% alcohol, right? I mean,
All right then.
Add some oil in there for good measure.
no, that's diesel fuel.
It's whatever.
Or like the ethanol for the racing fuel.
God, that makes me miss the track so much. Just the smell of that fuel.
Oh yeah.
You know, I never went to. I've never been there.
Really?
Really, and I've lived
Wow.
here.
Wow.
I
All my
suck.
life.
Any kind of dirt track?
No, none.
Really?
Oh,
None.
none at all?
No.
Oh, I went to some just because my cousin did. Both of them, actually, they would ride dirt bikes. And
Huh.
they'd race.
I had one in my
Wasn't
backyard
Corey
for a
doing
while.
stock cars for a second?
I think so. It's a long freaking time ago. I only went
You
to
know-
like a few too. But
So you've never
I
been
got to
wasted. You
ride
just
some.
ate a lot of dirt.
This is fun.
So you
Is that what
missed
you're
out.
saying, Hope?
What now?
I said you've not really got a whole lot of wasted, but you've eaten a whole lot of dirt.
It does happen in the track. That's
So Harley, you kind of missed out a little bit then on not having a bike back when I lived on Fairgrove, because I had that track behind my house.
it's weird because a few years after that, I did get a dirt bike. I had it for about a year, and then don't want to get too personal, but times got a little downhill, and my parents kind of sold it on me, which sucked because I loved riding that thing.
Oh.
Except I stopped riding after a while because I fucking jumped our driveway, and I was going pretty fast, and I had to turn like a sharp left turn, and I put my leg out like an idiot, and I pulled my groin.
Oh.
And as soon as that happened, I just jumped off the bike
Oh God.
and just laid in the grass like.
I'm picturing like the
Peter.
yes,
from Family.
Peter.
No, that is not pulling your groin.
That's what I'm picturing though. I'm picturing
No,
that
it's
happening.
it's just a loud scream followed by tears and
No.
just like
Probably.
God.
Oh, my nuts.
Lying there whimpering. Pretty much.
Oh yeah,
No.
I didn't touch the
Okay.
dirt bike for quite a while after that.
Oh God.
I would
You
like
hurt
to,
me.
You hurt.
I would like to just
You
take a
were the one
second.
that would never do that.
I would like to just take a second to talk about Super Laser Overdrive Volume 1 coming up April 27th at Fisher Hall in Frankenmuth. That's 613 South Main Street, Frankenmuth, Michigan. It's an all ages event. You can bring your own beer if you want to. $8 gets you in. We have tickets available now. I have some. Tony has some. Heather has some.
Mhm.
Get a hold of us. Buy some
$8
tickets.
for Frankenmuth.
So
is a
professional.
great deal.
Also, also some of the there's gonna be a 50-50.
Right. So we're gonna have a 50-50 raffle. Some of half those proceeds will go to the Cancer Society.
other half will go to a lucky winner.
Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
One of you. And then we will have Sweet Tooth Bakery there, and they will be selling their goods. 20% goes to the Cancer Society.
And we
Nice,
also
okay.
have some sponsors for that show. So I
Read
gotta
through
pull it
these
up. I'm like,
sponsors.
so
See how I did it super professional?
Right.
and Heather
Well,
came
hey,
in.
I
and
gotta
really-
She
run-
drops the ball every time.
you know, so some of the sponsors that we have. First, I'm gonna say Uncle Paul.
Oh,
Put a smile on or smile in it photography, Rebel Pictures, Ruby's Paradise Salon, Potter's
Apothecary.
Apothecary.
Damn it, I did it last week. And Sweet Tooth Bakery.
Nice.
Oh, and
Yeah.
also the Harvest is giving us one of our door prizes,
Nice.
a basket.
And if you like the 80s, come out and have a drink with us. Have a good time. I will be DJing DJ Sexual Tyrannosaurus at your service.
That sounds very 80s.
Yeah. There will
All
be.
ages show.
It's
You know,
It's-
wholesome, good fun.
oh, whatever. Those
Okay.
are both scientific words.
I can't.
That's the justification.
But anyway,
Wow. Those are both scientific words. Sexual Tyrannosaurus.
but anyway, there will be a costume contest. So bring your best 80s attire. There will be a karaoke contest. So just suck less than everybody else and you'll win.
Right, right.
It just sounds
Uh,
like a bad 80s porn.
What?
Sexual Tyrannosaurus.
It's
Oh, God.
Predator.
I can see it.
Predator?
Yeah.
Wait, is like the camera in this adult video through the eyes of Predator?
What?
I might actually want to see that.
Just breaking it
from
down.
morbid
No,
curiosity.
it's a reference from the movie Predator.
Yeah, you know his
Yeah, I know
vision.
what you're saying. I just don't know why you're saying it.
We have to question everything.
Well,
I mean,
like,
from what we hear in the studio, we always have to
But you
question.
know what's funny though is sexual Tyrannosaurus. A Tyrannosaurus is kind of the greatest predator to ever
Sextail.
live. So it's kind of just calling myself the greatest sexual predator to ever live. So
The
I'm kind of
T-Rex was
I'm
not
kind
the
of
best predator.
I'm kind of just
Have you ever
Bill
seen Dateline
Cosby.
NBC? Just
Oh my
throwing
god!
that.
He
Yeah,
went
lately.
there.
So Dateline NBC should not.
I'm just gonna say you guys fucking ruined my joke. So it's kind of fucking, you threw
I'm
off.
just stuck-
You guys fucking heckled the shit out of that joke.
So
the
you're saying
T-Rex
as
is not the best predator.
All right, well you fucking it was a joke and you. I don't need you to go and get all fucking factual on me.
science.
Tiny arms, man. Tiny arms.
Well, I mean, that would make
Didn't
sense.
think out that
Why
plan.
he's so sexual, tiny arms. I mean,
All right, so
Yes.
okay, so let me correct myself. The T-Rex, one of the greatest sexual, or one of the greatest predators to ever live, which makes me one of the greatest sexual predators to ever live, which makes me Bill Cosby. There, that was the joke.
you got the pudding pop. You see?
Sorry.
You
There was
walk
way too
around
much
doing
to
that.
that.
That was
Yeah.
a lot.
Wow, that was a lot of.
Well, if my timing wasn't fucked up by you people,
It wasn't just the timing; it was like the delivery. What did Bill Cosby have anything to do with that whole
because he's
joke?
one of the greatest sexual predators of all time.
Yeah, you didn't know this?
Then why didn't
Yeah,
you just
I
say
know.
Bill Cosby from the jump?
DJ Bill Cosby.
What does Bill
Huh?
Cosby have to do with a T-Rex?
Because it's sexual Tyrannosaurus.
Oh
Sexual
god.
Tyrannosaurus
No,
being
no,
one
no.
of the greatest
No, no, no.
predators of all time,
Little-
therefore making me the greatest sexual predator
I'm
of all
making
time.
him explain the joke, which kills the whole thing.
No, it's HGB.
Get
Huxtable
out.
gets booty.
Just get out.
Get out. Just get out.
Get out. All of you. Everybody leave.
You guys suck.
Well, Aaron didn't actually say anything.
It's
so-
true. Aaron, you can stay. Everybody else leave.
Yeah, I didn't see.
It's the Aaron and Joey show now.
It's the Joey and
He's
Captain
too eager.
Sugar
Never
Free.
mind. I changed my mind.
It's Captain Sugar Free. Thank you.
Yep. So, were you guys gonna do a song for us? Was that planned?
If that's okay. No, I like how you're the
Absolutely not.
singer, and
No, absolutely not.
so before we do the song,
Oh, sorry.
we're
Jumping
thinking-
ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
okay, you can do
Sorry.
the song now. I just wanted to be on my time.
You know what? I'm not doing
I'm
it.
not doing
Just like when you
No.
with your friends. You're
No,
like,
it's-
I'm out.
I'm out.
done.
So before you do the song though, what's the name of the song?
Well,
Oh, yeah,
we're
what are we
kind of
doing?
hoping to do two.
No,
Sure.
this is asking too much.
No,
I'm
sure.
for it. Yeah, I'm taking over.
Shut up, Joey. We're talking about wine.
Yes.
Shut up, Bill.
No, this.
I will
this first
fire
one-
you.
You can't fire me.
Bullshit. I can fire whoever I want to. You're all fired. Hope you're fired.
Yeah, hope you're fired. Get out.
Whoa.
Whoa, simmer
Whoa, I
down.
had a job.
Yeah, you're hired. Now get out.
You're hired. Now you're fired. Get the
I
fuck
didn't even
out.
think about that whole thing with the tacos.
Now I got some stories to tell.
No?
I had a job for like 2 seconds.
Yeah. That's
So what
right.
happened was
So you want
Miss
to
Goody Two Shoes had a job for 2 seconds, got fired. That's right.
that's totally
I also
representing
drink on
hardcore
the
right
show. Oh God.
Adam says two
What is
songs.
happening with my life?
Adam says two songs.
Fair enough. All right. Yeah, the first one that we're gonna play is called Yellow. It's a new one that we got finished. Not a. How do I explain this? We got a lot of new songs, but
They're
not
all. I mean, they're all new.
I mean, yeah, technically
Nobody's
they're
ever
all
heard
new,
them, so they're all.
right? But the song, a few times it's actually kind of brought tears to my eye, especially when Hope sings it because it's sad as
Really?
all hell. You don't,
Yes.
man. Your perception is like so off
I'm
on
still
things.
paying attention.
So is this the debut of this song?
It's the world premiere.
Yes.
This is the live debut of Me and My Funeral.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is
Song
the
Yellow.
this is the multimedia
And I
debut.
get to perform at my worst. You're welcome, everyone.
this is the best you'll ever do. That's
What?
a joke. I'm sorry.
What?
Do you have a guitar over there?
Yes, I do.
Unless I have a cough drop.
I mean, we have how many in the studio?
Just move the mic
Probably
down
not
in front of
have
the
that.
guitar. And then
Do you sing on this as well, Harley, or you just play? Sorry. you
I just play on this one.
Okay.
Don't know what to do with my cough drop. It's just trying to be prepared. Oh, hey.
Yeah, just do a quick.
Good. Go ahead. Play.
Sounds a lot better than your $100 guitar. That's for sure.
Oh my god.
Hey, that's Hope's guitar. Let's clarify that.
All right, give me a level on your.
Yeah.
Give me a level on your vocals, Hope.
Check. Checkity check.
Okay.
Check, yo.
Going into rants.
I decided to do a whole new version of this song.
Huh.
Just trying new things out with my stuffed upness, and
Also, I apologize if I mess up. I've been drinking.
Get out.
Get out.
Wait, have you been?
Yeah,
Have you?
You've been sitting next to him the whole time.
Like I said, I don't know what the heck is going on ever.
All right.
So much gets past me.
Perception is so off.
There's like
We'll tell you
just
when you're older.
terrible things happening in the background while we're practicing. And it's just like, you got the drugs bin? What about her? Oh, don't worry about it. She won't. She won't see anything.
Wait, why?
I mean, it is Aaron, so yeah. Sorry, AA Ron.
AA round.
All right. You down with the clown?
All right, you guys should be good.
Don't even remember the lyrics.
Well, I do sort of.
Also, we haven't practiced in fucking forever. That's Hope's fault.
Yeah, make as many excuses as you can now.
Heck yeah! You gotta talk it down as much as possible.
Did the intern just give you the finger?
Yeah, he's going
There
out to
you go.
smoke a cigarette, and I wanted to go out and smoke a cigarette, but I got to be here and adjust volumes and crap.
Wow.
So
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you got to do your job. It sucks when you have to do that. Ew.
I'm
All
proud
right.
of that
Ready.
boy. He's my godson.
Alrighty.
All right,
Suppose-
sounds good.
as he's going out to smoke a cigarette, guys.
Still see the way you watch your face, angel, falling from grace, angel, lost your way. Sins and imperfections, line your intentions, lie to yourself, baby, it's okay. Light shine through my window, a simple shade of yellow. By my morning eyes, I hate the day. Still remember that day, angel, driving all night to see you. Morning lost on my windshield, never seemed the same. When I left unaltered, no change or discomfort, I found you with another. When I saw you fade, light shine through my window, simple shade of yellow. By my morning eyes, I hate the day. It's okay, angel, it's okay, angel. I know I'm the devil. We can never dwell into another. Go on your light shine through my window. Simple shade yellow. Blind my morning eyes. Not the same.
Yeah, that was great.
Thank you.
It's awesome.
I can feel.
Say it.
Joe's giving her a
It's
look.
good, but it could be better with a little less hope.
I mean, I agree.
I mean, then it's just me just dicking around the guitar for like 3 minutes. And I'm like,
You know what would make it really good? If Justin was playing the guitar and Hope wasn't singing.
Huh.
Probably.
Wow.
Probably.
I agree with that.
That's a whole other level of doucheness.
No,
No, it's
I said it to him when I was over there, and he was dicking around with this guitar.
yeah,
And
Justin was in the kitchen.
and I'm like, you know, that guitar would sound a lot better if Justin was playing it. And Justin's like, no, it wouldn't.
Fucking yeah, that song. It took me about a week to write. And it's funny because Hope came over after she wrote a song with you.
Yeah.
And she showed me this like really cool chord that you guys were working with. This
Oh, so you ripped Tony.
I mean,
I was totally watching it. I'm like, hey, I know those chords.
and I was just messing around because I really like finger picking and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And she came over about a couple days later, and I was like, hey, you know those chords you showed me? Check this out. And she looked at me like, wait, what? No. And then I started playing it, and she's like, wait, that sounds actually really beautiful.
It's okay, we can't all be original.
Actually, I got stories. And then yeah, about a week after that, I just started messing around with more stuff with it, and then I was humming this melody, which wasn't that, but of course, Hope, you know, does this amazing job with adding her own twist on things.
Yeah, yeah.
And I came up with the lyrics for it, and then I was playing that, and I was like, hey, Hope, sing this along with this, and that's what we got.
Nice.
That's kind of the way we write most of our songs.
Right.
It's just like messing around with the guitar, and it's like, oh, okay, all right. Let's see. Give me your lyrics. You hand them to me, and I'm like, all right.
So
Okay, maybe I
Kind of
can
like what we do here all the time.
So I sent Aaron outside to wait for a friend of mine that's gonna just kind of join in on the live audience here, and I sent him out there, and then she messaged me and she's like, "I'm still at the restaurant." I'm like, "It's okay. He's waiting out in the cold, but he's my intern. He's not." I'm like, he's an intern. He's not real people.
Right. What did we not
Isn't
pay
he
you
listening right now to make sure that
Probably.
everything-
one tear. Just
little
You could
tear
probably
comes
do a
out.
countdown of when he
But
comes
he
back
still
inside.
comes back, even though Joey keeps,
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
get it. Like,
Dedication.
why are people
I
friends
don't
with
get
me?
it.
I think he comes
I'm a
back.
tremendous piece of shit.
you're
and
being
people
joking,
so-
right?
A lovable piece
Right?
of shit, though.
It's but it's
It's
all,
them puppy
like,
dog eyes.
But I'm like, I think it's
You
because
talked
I'm.
about this before, like Archer. Why do people like Archer? He's an asshole.
At least you know what you're getting.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, with me, it's like I'm like super honest about. Like,
Yeah, it is true. You're very pretty like straightforward with a lot of things.
it's like I'm gonna tell you it's shit either way. Like,
That's honest there.
Jesus. Why? Why?
because just because.
I
Should
just
we
wanted to go to
into-
the chat here for a second. Adam said that it was fantastic. An
Oh.
encore.
well,
Thank you. Thank you
I
so much.
I
So
would-
that answers your question. Yeah, go on to the next song.
I wouldn't say fantastic.
Before we do, though, I need to take a quick
Piss.
break. Yeah.
You can say
I was
piss.
gonna say break. but-
We're not the internet,
Yeah.
or we're not the radio.
we're
We
not
are
the-
the internet. We're
We'll
not the
take a
radio.
commercial break.
We're gonna
Quick
take a
commercial break. I would like to talk to you guys about Super House Show Friends, May 19th.
I'm gonna go smoke.
If you're in the Bay City
Torrez,
area,
too.
check it out. There's gonna be a lot of bands there.
No, seriously, I have to piss too.
Everybody's one person at a time. Sorry, no.
Yeah, I'm
holding
trying to
hands.
fucking do something here. Microphone out of your face.
Your microphone.
Sorry
Anyway.
about that.
May 19th, Super House Show Friends. You can find me in my funeral there. You can find myself and Ian, the two only members of Mercy Wheel, as of
They
right
were
now.
two person
There's no more. It's only two pieces in one piece.
Yeah.
So, but also Justin O'Kelly from the White Oranges and Corey from the White Oranges, both doing solo stuff. It's gonna be
Oh, they're
sweet.
both doing. Oh,
Yeah.
dang.
I would say Corey's last name, but I'll slaughter it. But he'll be
Don't let me do it. I never.
and then the great Kyle Keller, old friend of mine,
Woo!
old friend of
We were
Harley's.
just listening to earlier.
Yeah.
The intro song.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a good time.
So is this open to everybody?
Uh,
Or just people that, you know,
whoever
21 and
is
up.
invited.
Anywhere else?
Yeah.
And is there like a donation for the show?
no, it's just show up,
Okay.
listen to some music.
Cool.
It's at Harley's house, so trash the place. Never mind, Justin lives there too. I want to be
Like he
respectful.
Santa Squeeze left the room.
Right. he's
Don't
like,
trash the place because Justin lives there and he's a nice guy, but trash Harley's car for sure. It's
No, don't do
the
that.
black
It's already been
Chrysler
started.
300.
It's got the tail light.
Oh,
Oh man.
interesting times around
No one's
here.
gonna understand that.
No. Well, you know.
We'll stop.
Anyway, yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
It'll be a good time.
Sounds fun. And
So
that's in
Hope,
Bay
give us
City.
the deets. How shitty is it working with Harley?
Oh my god, guys.
He steps out of the room. Dish. Tell
Dish.
us.
You get me drunk enough, I'll tell you everything. No, I'm just kidding.
That's funny.
Oh man, I'm drunk on medicine. It's just
Horrible, isn't it?
Like,
Yeah.
Isn't it?
yeah,
Isn't
like
it?
my whole head is just. I can't hear out of like the
Oh.
left side of my ear.
Isn't it?
Oh, it's so bad.
To me, I don't know if you guys feel. Oh, Harley's
Whoa,
fucked.
Whoa! Oh man! Oh dang!
It's fine.
It's fine. It's
I'm
fine.
just over here. I can't see anything. My eyes are like huge.
Did you get sent in?
What's going on?
No.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be like Harley. He broke his guitar just immediately.
Shut.
But I was thinking about this like the other day, like how crazy it is to like look back and see like growing up with like Harley and Kyle and stuff, and then meeting you. Like I think I was a freshman when I met you, and
Yeah.
like seeing like now we're all doing something musically, and then it's
Yeah.
all coming together at this show May 19th.
It's pretty awesome.
It's
to
kind
think
of
about.
insane.
Especially because, like, at that time, like, I was kind of afraid to even, like, show any bit of my musical, like, I guess, what I like about it. And then I have a joy for singing and stuff. Like, I was afraid to even
Yeah.
do any of that in front of anyone. And then, like, you know, it just slowly started with you guys. And
Yeah.
now...
It's all coming
cool.
it's coming to like a
And
head.
I didn't know you guys liked it so much. That was what was so great about it.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
just like, man, you guys like it too? I mean, and we all like just started, you know.
Yeah, it's weird because like I've always had like a love for music and like I always like to sing and stuff. And then
Yeah.
you know I've messed around with like music since I was like 13 but like
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like as soon as I turned 18 and I was like kind of out doing things on my own, like I just went full force like into it. Like fuck it. Like what do I got to lose? Like,
Right.
I started out with writing poetry actually, and then after that, kind of started writing songs. But the thing
Yeah.
is I didn't play an instrument, and I'm like, how am I? You know.
understand.
So I'm thinking because I was from Cass City, which is a little bit smaller than Carroll, quite a bit. And I'm thinking, how am I going to get into doing music, singing actually, you know?
Yeah.
So then, you know, meeting Tony and being here at the studio and everything was really, really cool. And I got
You
to
know-
meet you
Yeah.
guys.
you know what worked
right?
for me because I'm in the same boat. I don't really play an instrument.
Right.
But I'm like, fuck, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna write music? You know,
Here
if
you
I
go.
don't have
Right.
any instrumentals. So I'm like, I just gotta find a pushover guitar player.
Right.
To
Yeah.
so that's what I've been doing ever since. And now I'm with Ian,
I
who's
was
like
the first one.
yeah, Harley was the first.
Oh.
I feel insulted.
Wait a minute. Were you the first?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess you were.
And then
wasn't you.
but it's funny. It's funny because all the guitar players that I've had have been, I don't mean it in a bad way, pushover. I mean like just like easy to kind of get along with and like
Oh, okay.
they'll pretty much do whatever I say and,
Huh.
and
Suspiciously.
So kind of, but
Yeah.
going a roundabout way, you know.
but then I have Ian now who's like the fucking exact opposite and a goddamn nightmare in the best way possible.
I was gonna say you like working with him.
I do like working with Ian. I also want to kill him most days, but you know,
See, I've never had that feeling working with him. I've never wanted to kill him.
yeah,
I never really want to kill anybody though, so you know, kind of sane.
I blame Hope mostly.
Yeah.
That's the funny part about it is when he came into the studio today, he's like, I'm going to record this song because Joey's not here.
What did he do?
I said, when Ian came into the studio today, he's like, I'm going to record this song because Joey's not here and he won't like it.
Probably because it's shitty.
And
That's not true, is it?
No, that's exactly what
Really?
he said.
Like
in all
you both.
fairness, I got some dirt on Joseph over here.
Oh, Joseph. Oh, this is good shit.
What did I do?
The song that you guys wrote,
Oh yeah,
that
the one-
opening line. I'm not gonna say anything, but
So
that opening line, fucking Ian was like, "No, we can't use that."
he's like, so I brought it to Ian. Like Ian came over to your house in Bay City when we were when I was staying there, and he came over to practice and write a song and stuff. And I showed him these couple of lines. He's like, "That's too depressing. We can't use that." So behind his back, I came to the studio, started writing a song with Tony, and put him in there. And it's like the first 2 lines of the song.
Yeah. I think it turned out great.
So you guys are literally like sneaking around behind
Yeah.
each other's back, like you've been in a relationship, and you guys are just like,
Well, 'cause
well,
he's like
They're
that's
cheating on each other in the studio.
Well, he said that's too depressing, but I'm like, I've written way more depressing shit.
This is true.
That's already made it into songs. Like, it's just most of the time you don't hear what I'm saying because you're too busy like patting your ego with your guitar playing.
Oh,
No,
wow.
get it right. It's his harmonica playing.
Oh yeah,
He does play harmonica pretty good.
Yes, he does.
He is a dynamite harmonica player and a dynamite guitar player. And I just said dynamite twice.
No,
3 times.
Yeah. There you go.
Fuck yeah, bitchin'.
Bitchin'.
Bitchin'. Yes, bitchin'. You're gonna say
Bringing
that?
it back.
Say it at the
80s.
80s party.
Yeah.
Bitchin'.
I want to see people dressed up like the Breakfast Club. And
So,
some of the
does
other,
Stranger
Cool.
Things count?
Did you say
I want to
80s?
say yes.
Yeah.
Because it
It
does
should-
take place.
It should count.
You
Or
could be
does it take
11
place in
because
the
you're
70s?
bald.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
totally
put you in a
gonna be
dress.
11.
Yes,
No.
that'd be hilarious.
That's a bad idea.
All right.
Nobody
Well,
wants to see this in a dress.
Now, which
No.
version of 11 though?
The badass one.
Yeah, see, but she has-
The one in the
Bitchin'.
like super tight white
Bitchin'.
outfit, like when she's in the tank.
how about you
Oh,
just
yeah,
get a? How about you get a hospital gown and be
The-
that 11?
Nobody wants to see me in a
No,
hospital
I will
gown.
cover
Nobody
it
wants
up.
to see you, period. But you're gonna
But
be
this
there.
is true.
so-
That's what I'm saying. Nobody
Are
wants
you
to
the
see
reason
that.
why people are kind of buying tickets but not?
Probably.
Get your tickets, people. He won't be there. We kicked him out. He already's been through
Well,
the
when I
80s.
set the bar of I wanted to be Sam Kinison, all I heard
Oh
was
my
crickets,
God.
and they were like, no.
Yeah,
No.
because like I know who Sam Kinison is. I like Sam Kinison, but nobody really gives a fuck. So
That's because everybody from the '80s is either dead or OD'd.
Okay, you guys said Sam. That made me think of this. It's off topic, completely off topic.
Way to derail the conversation.
I'm sorry. That's what I'm here for, right? But no, I have this tattoo of Sam. He's the spirit of Halloween. I'll show you.
yeah.
And he's actually like the main icon for the movie Trick or Treat.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
And
I want to dress up like that for Halloween.
yeah, isn't it fucking badass? He's a
awesome.
cool little dude.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
I got this tattoo like 5 years ago, and I've never seen the movie until 2 days ago.
we watched it
Oh, you
together.
finally
Wow.
watched it, huh?
I watched it for the first time too.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was great, but I put it off for so long because I was like, well, shit,
Oh,
what if
yeah,
I
you're like,
don't
what if
like
it's
this
bad?
movie? I got a tattoo of Sam on me. It's like,
Yeah, that's why I
Huh.
never do that.
It's
I
really
like
good.
the sports stuff that I haven't seen because it's like, what if it's just terrible? Like,
It's really good, but it's written by a dude who I think has ADHD.
he directed Krampus, which was another
oh,
excellent
really?
modern day B
That was
comedy horror
interesting.
I
film.
haven't seen
That was
that.
that was an interesting movie. I watched.
There's a lot of shit that goes on in Trick or Treat.
Right. Also, my personal opinion, Adam Scott is like the nerdy, funny brother of Bradley Cooper.
I love Adam Scott.
He's so great.
You've started watching Parks and Recreation not too long ago too.
Yeah, I am
still
almost
need to
done.
watch
Are you almost
that.
done?
I am almost
Yeah,
So
done.
good.
Told us
That's the one
wonderful.
show like I put off watching for a while because I was like, okay, a lot of people like it, but and I'd seen some like funny bits from like the
See,
internet.
that's me
and
with The
stuff,
Office. I still haven't watched it.
but
The Office is great.
But I finally sat down and powered through it, and man, it just flies right by. It's such a great show.
The thing about The Office is it's so uncomfortable to watch.
Really?
Michael Scott. It's
No,
like,
what makes it even better is when you've worked in an office just like that.
yeah, that's true.
Huh.
It's good though.
So-
like when I first watched it, I didn't like it when I was younger, and then when I
Yeah.
watched it now, I'm just
Yeah,
like, oh
me
yeah,
too.
this
Like,
is
I
pretty damn
actually
funny.
don't like-
Watching
okay,
Parks and
I
Rec,
feel like
it makes me
it'll
want to
work.
get a government job. and be
Andy
like, I
and-
want this to be my life.
Andy and Ron
No,
are the
you
two
really
best.
don't.
Oh, okay.
Chris Pratt and Nick Offerman are the two best parts of Park and Rec.
Yeah.
Parks and
I need
Rec.
to watch it.
Chris
Yes.
Pratt, like his character gets
His facial
stupider
expression.
throughout. Like his facial, like in the beginning, he's somewhat intelligent,
Oh.
but then his character
Yeah,
just
like
goes
when you-
down.
Well, when you first meet
it's
him,
great.
he's kind of just like this slacker musician, you know,
Yeah.
and you don't really think he's like a moron. But like as the show goes on, it's like the Charlie from Always Sunny effect.
Yeah,
Where he
it's
just
Charlie
gets-
Jobs.
It just gets dumber and dumber.
We always talked about that when we actually, get our business more, so established.
Heather Jobs.
That I'm not doing Charlie Jobs. I
No,
will
there'll be
not.
It's a
Heather
Heather
Jobs.
job.
No.
God dang it.
Just go kill that rat with this shoe. It's a Heather job.
No. That's why I will always
Well,
have an
technically,
intern.
wouldn't it be an Aaron job or a Aaron job?
Oh, yeah.
Aaron.
That's true. We have an intern now. Well, it's a Heather job, and then Heather can pawn it off on.
That's
On my
right.
godson, who's our intern. Sure.
Hey,
Morals.
Aaron!
Yeah.
You know, he's actually sitting out in the garage right now with the door open going, it's kind of cold out here.
Yeah, good.
What the heck is this?
I'm a
Oh,
bad
he's out
person.
there waiting.
Yeah, yeah.
Still.
She said she's on her way.
Oh,
So.
But yeah, she said that
That's
like
weird.
20 minutes ago.
Right?
I can't complain. I do the same thing.
4 hours
Yep.
later.
I'll be there in like 15 minutes. Okay.
left
So like 3 hours.
No, it's like the next day with Heather. 'cause
I get
she's like,
stuck in
"Oh,
traffic
no."
a lot.
Yeah, stuck in traffic.
Stuck in traffic to the point.
which means
3
she doesn't
days
want to
later.
put pants on to get out of bed.
Who wants to wear leg prisons? Tell me
Uh,
this.
I mean,
I
I
love
adulted
pants.
today. I put pants on.
Okay. So
Like,
Harley
I'm-
does.
Actually, very uncomfortable in sweatpants.
Oh
I
yeah, me
fucking-
too.
I love
Bicycle shorts.
love sweatpants,
Or
man.
Basketball shorts are
Yeah.
amazing.
bicycle shorts. The fucking tights.
I mean, they can be. But
It
no.
squeezes the twig and berries. What can I
Yeah.
say?
Not.
No, I got this weird thing where like I like being constricted. I don't know. It's weird.
You fucking perv.
So kind
Oh,
of.
Go
dude, that
on.
reminds me of that Parks and Rec episode where he's like, "Yeah, I'm with the perv. Let's do the topless park." It's my favorite fucking line. I'm with that perv. Let's do the topless park.
So it's true that Joey's the power bottom and you like being constricted.
Oh man.
Huh?
Never thought of
It all makes sense
It
now.
does make sense now.
I bought him for nobody.
That's a lot.
Not
of
even
fun.
Brown Bear? Come on. Really?
Not even brown bear.
He's an otter.
Oh.
An otter is what's an otter?
A skinny, small, frail gay dude who likes being by bears, which is a hefty gay dude.
Can we get Justin on the phone?
No,
I need to know all the terms.
You're an otter. Joey.
If I'm gay now, I need to know all the terms.
I mean,
Call
you
him
know,
on your call him on
Oh.
on your phone.
I don't have his.
No, call him on
it.
Facebook.
I don't have him on Facebook.
Do it.
Why not?
I don't know.
because he
wrong
was
with you?
intimidating about his coming out party.
Anyway, you guys. You guys were gonna do another song, right? So let's just get past this.
It's the Otter Dr. Sugar Free show.
Otter Pops.
I have my stage name. Thank you very much.
Otter Pops.
Yes, yes. It's no longer sexual Tyrannosaurus. It's Otter Pops.
DJ Otterpop. That sounds.
That sounds
stupid.
pretty cool.
It's pretty dumb.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Sexual Tyrannosaurus is way better.
Science.
It's science. They're both scientific words.
Everything's a scientific word. If you never mind.
Yeah.
This
So what are you guys playing next?
this next song's called Jealousy
Anyway, here's
Killed.
Wonderwall. Go ahead.
I got nothing.
Continue.
This it's called Jealousy Killed Ambition. But what Hope likes to do is title things or have alarms go off. She titles things that is the word that is said the most in the song.
Oh, like Ian. Just hates creativity.
I don't hate creativity. I just like to.
It's easy for a simple mind. I'm sorry. That was rude.
That's rude. Whatever. We were supposed. What happened to just shitting on her through the entire show? That was the plan.
Yeah, you threw me under the bus earlier.
What?
Rude.
Fight,
But
fight.
for layman's terms, this song's called Brother. And it's actually the lyrics are heavily influenced by the Bible story Cain and Abel.
Nice.
And there's also some personal stuff with me and my own brother, but that's
Wait, this was the one you guys were working on in the
So
studio.
you killed
Yeah.
you
This is
killed
the
your
first
own
song
brother.
that we
I did not kill my
actually-
own brother, no.
it's not
Okay.
the first
it's
song.
just it's not the first
It's
one.
like the second.
Yeah, it's like the
It's like
second song.
very-
Yeah, it's one of our first
very
songs that we wrote together, and it's a simple song.
Just play the fucking song.
I'm sorry, I just
Wow.
like
He's setting the tone, man.
I'm kidding.
Mood.
okay. I lost it. Here we go.
What have I done? Where have you gone? Thrown into the dirt. I struck the ground with every stone, leaving in the sand. I heard the bones break, every sound. Oh God, are you tempting me? Is there any answers left at all? Just a quiet little family. Mother's falling now torn to shreds. Brother, 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 brother. Wish you knew what truly empty actually felt. I saw the clouds rolling in up past the mountain over the valley. Lights grew dim back then. Jealousy killed your ambitions, my brother, 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 brother. Ran to the world, forced to travel alone. The Lord gave me this punishment. I bear to the end every sin you wear. Stripped for rights, forced to walk till my feet bleed. No end inside of this desert heat. It's a shame. Stories that tell of me. Brother, 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 brother.
Thanks to Joey, I lost my train of thought and fucked up a few times.
Wow, way to go.
How's that my fault?
You threw me off. You threw me off my game.
How did I throw you off? What
I
did
thought
I
it
do?
sounded good, and I wouldn't have
Thank you.
known if you would have said anything.
Maybe just be a better guitar player.
I'm trying.
Now, see, that's the song that when I first started working with Hope and Harley, is Brian Herman.
Yep.
He's like, hey, you got to hear Hope.
Shout out to Brian.
Okay. So you guys come into the studio and I hear Hope's voice, which is total false advertisement.
Oh, of course.
And she's just talking. I mean, I'm sure our listeners have heard. And then she comes out with this stuff, and I'm going, wait a minute.
Let's backtrack. Hold up. What's
And
going
when you
on?
say false advertisement, you mean like he told you it was going to be good and then she sucked.
No, it was actually quite.
Because I have a headache now.
Yeah, it sucks to be you.
I'm kidding.
That was my goal. That was my goal.
I'm kidding. It
I
was.
gave you that
It
cringy
was.
moment.
It was a beautiful bummer, guys.
Beautiful.
I mean, that's actually what I'm going for.
That's
So
the name of my next song. I'm stealing that for myself. So
But no, it was just like I was okay. How many more friends do you have like this, and why are they not in the studio?
and then I showed up and fucking blew everybody out of the way.
That's not how that happened, Joey.
that's not.
You showed up.
That's how it happened in
That's how
my
I
mind
remembered it.
because I am a sociopath.
Aren't we all a little bit though?
Yes.
I mean, being.
We're all here.
This is gonna
aren't
sound
we?
bad,
I mean-
but it goes along the lines. Being a musician, I use that term lightly because I feel like I suck. You got to be somewhat of a sociopath.
You got
in
no,
this-
It's more like you have to be somewhat pretentious to be a musician or any kind of artist. Like
Because you gotta,
like,
you gotta
it's really-
like your own stuff and push it on people,
Right.
but at the same time, it's like
it's kind of like it's kind of like the only thing you really have going for yourself. So it's like the most like I think it's the most interesting thing about me. So a lot of times in conversations, I'll find a way to work it into the conversation.
hey, how you doing? I'm a musician.
It's like man, what a nice day out. Yeah, it's a good day to write a song. What? Like,
That I've been playing the best long game for 30 years then. 'Cause- yeah, not okay.
Adam said it was a good song, deep, touching message.
Thank you. Thank you.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure
he's
I'm
good
sure
with
it's
those
really
lyrics.
smart.
Let him know that Joey will pay him later.
Oh,
Oh, what
Paying
you
for
better
what?
not be paying.
So I brought up a point while you were taking a piss and he was smoking a cigarette to Hope. How
No, I was
I've-
taking a piss too.
shut up.
yeah, together.
Okay. Well,
Come on, sword fighting,
hold
hello.
did you hold it for each other?
No, it was sword fighting. You don't.
Okay.
That's
That's
not
like
how that-
that's cheating.
Well, anyway,
Don't cross the streams, man.
don't cry. I watched Ghostbusters while Harley was at work and I had nothing better to do. So I just sat on the couch and watched.
Did you cross the streams by yourself?
I do every night.
Wow.
Nice.
Sometimes twice a day.
Kudos.
Damn.
But God damn it, I'm trying to get through this.
Shut up, Joey. We're talking about wine.
So you, me, and Kyle kind of grew up together, and Hope I met like freshman year of high school.
Hmm.
It's kind of like cool that we grew up together and kind of we all found our way into music, and now May 19th we're all playing a show together, and it's kind of all coming to like a head a little bit.
I know you're like, this is something very deep that you're trying to do, but I feel like everybody has some kind of, I mean, specifically with us, it's music, but everybody has this artistic side to them. And I just want to shit on your parade dog. That's
I was like, where is he going?
It's fine, you talentless hack. I still love you.
So wait a minute though. It's literally taken you guys since high school to actually do a show together.
Yeah, well, Harley and I were in a shitty band together. But
yeah, I mean, that's true.
like,
But with Kyle, that bastard moved down south
Why did you leave?
back when we were in middle
you
school.
were the most talented one. You were supposed to be the chosen one.
And then,
You better be listening.
like when he started out, he was doing like just off the wall punk stuff.
Okay.
Like his, he has a song called Masturbation.
And he's going to.
What?
Yes.
Did you hear? Is he gonna play
You
it?
never heard-
I don't
That
even think
should've
he
been-
remembers how to play it.
That should have been our opening. It's on YouTube. You can look it up.
I think it's just yeah.
See what cracks
Look
me
up "Masturbation" by No Hesitation. That's the song.
fact that Hope's like, what? I gotta hear this. What are you into?
A song
Hope?
about
So
masturbation.
would that be a
Huh.
deep, touching message as well?
Well, you could say that. You could certainly.
There's a lot of
be
deep
said.
touching.
It's,
It's an intimate, vulnerable.
remember,
moment.
he had another song called "KY."
Yeah, KY Jelly.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
called KY. It's about meeting a girl and then she has a dick, but they fuck anyway. And that's the whole-
Hilarious.
it's hilarious. It's hilarious.
This is
Back when I lived in Las Vegas.
you don't say.
No
Oh,
hesitation.
God.
But yeah, like, and then we didn't talk to him for a while because I didn't have internet.
Well, I
And-
talked to him still on MySpace. I actually was,
Okay.
I actually
Well,
Wow.
okay. Throw me under the bus. I'm a dick friend.
hold on, I actually designed a few album covers for him that never got used.
Okay, we had a few album covers that never got used.
Yeah, all awesome.
Uh,
Remember the action figures I designed
yes.
that got me banned from MySpace?
And then
Wait,
we
what?
like the Mexican drummer.
No, that's not the one. It was mine. It was mine that got me banned from MySpace because I put comes with over 99 catchphrases, and then I put a little speech bubble next to it saying "You goddamn gypsy loving Jew,"
Oh my
and I got banned
God.
from MySpace.
Well, no wonder.
Wow.
Man, it was the attack on comedy has been around for a very long time.
Oh my
But,
God.
The fact that you're bringing up MySpace and getting banned from it.
So
It's been a
guys,
minute.
Yeah, I've got one, and I don't know how to get on there. And there's pictures of my wedding and everything out there, and
Wow.
I can't even
You can't even get
get rid of them.
Really?
Can't even trash them. Yeah, I don't know.
What are you gonna do? I'm sure there's lots of embarrassing pictures of me on MySpace.
Oh, yeah, I've got a few.
everybody.
Me and
Yeah.
my dinosaur shoes and
Your,
Fucking-
your blonde,
My-
patchy hair.
my blonde raccoon
Hey,
hair.
I refuse to believe that is bad. I never had a MySpace. Yeah, it took me a long time just to get a Facebook.
Yeah,
Seriously.
I remember. I
And I
remember
only
like
got one, I think, because they were, I think it was for college, which I know sounds crazy, but they're like, hey, we basically like to, see how you are, see if you're not like crazy. Like, wait, what? What?
So Facebook
You just-
determines
it's
if
like, so
you're
you want me
crazy
to
or
make an
not?
account with nothing on
there's
it?
a lot of
to
fucking
check on
crazy
me?
people on Facebook. So.
There is.
They had nothing on it.
You're one
That
of them.
doesn't make
I'm one of them.
That's kind of the bar that I
Like, the
set.
first thing I
Are you
post on
batshit
there is just
insane?
like-
Great, we can be friends on Facebook
Yeah.
and then meet each other in person.
Yes.
That's not scary.
No, I'm a musician.
Fuck you.
Wait. But anyways, back to the whole friend group music thing. He moved down to Georgia. I haven't talked to him. Like, I didn't talk to him for a long time. Then every so often we talk on MySpace, and he said he was coming up, and it was me. He came up to his mom's house, and this was like after he got more established with his music and stuff. And this is when I started playing. So I think you went over to his mom's apartment with me.
Yeah, we were on. Well, we stopped there on our way to work. We were working at Huron Castings at the time.
Ugh, I hate that place.
Yeah, it's a nightmare.
His sister actually burnt down.
Really?
Yeah, Blue Diamond.
Blue Diamond?
Really?
Wow,
It's caught on fire.
good.
I'm not
Oh, wait.
surprised.
Right.
I'm kidding. That's actually really sad. That's a lot of people out of work.
But still. Yeah, it was cool just like watching him come up, knowing what he came from, and then just playing this music. And I'm sitting there in his apartment, his mom's apartment, just like chord.
And I was fucking around with the banjo because he bought a banjo. He just bought a who just buys a banjo? Kyle's like, yeah, I don't know how to play it, but I'm gonna learn. Buys a banjo. Sweet.
I
mean,
bought
That's
a
how you
banjo
start.
from
They
Elderly
sound kinda
Instruments.
I like if I could just like magically be a pro at any instrument, it would be the banjo.
I would
Yeah,
love
good
to
luck
learn
with
the
that.
violin.
Like
That'd be
fucking
cool.
Playing
Oh, yeah.
banjo is
Violin would be cool.
ridiculous.
Steve Martin is an expert banjo player
Well, yeah, but Steve Martin's also ridiculous.
in the best way.
I didn't say it was a bad thing.
He did. I think I talked about this
Foggy
last
Mountain
week.
Breakdown, was it? That he was like,
I have no
He
idea.
did a whole album with Paul McCartney.
yeah, yeah.
singing.
Weird.
And Paul McCartney has this weird country twang to his voice for some reason.
See, I can't diss on the country twang though, because I like it.
It's just weird hearing it from Paul fucking McCartney.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean,
It's Paul fucking
Oh.
McCartney. So
I love that running gag that Craig Ferguson had of, looking for Paul McCartney, and he always put up a picture of Angela Lansbury.
you're old, man.
I'm just saying.
You're old as fuck,
Dude,
dude.
Craig
Nobody, not even Heather laughed at that.
Shut up.
And
No.
she,
We're just like,
Really?
I got nothing for you.
Wow, you guys suck. Go away.
we all just looked at you like,
Here, this is
Yeah, you
so
told
like-
one.
Look, let me be irrelevant, damn it.
you're like the Ringo of this group.
oh god, no.
Oh
like-
man.
It's like, yeah, he wrote one.
You got the Yellow Submarine though, so
That's the one. He wrote one.
It's not the best one.
it's not actually.
But it's the one everybody knows.
It blew my mind because I'm listening because I've loved that song. I've loved that movie.
Oh, it's a great movie.
Yeah, great movie.
I'm like now that it's like this glass is shattered, and I listen to it, and they're not having any enjoyment. Well, even in the recording, there's like it just sounds so monotone,
Oh yeah.
and it bugs me.
That song like starts like way different than how it ends. Like
That's why I
But
like
I-
I'm the Walrus.
I
Yes,
fucking
Cuckoo,
had
cuckoo.
a really bad time to that song once. I don't know if I should tell it because it involves drugs. Fuck it, I'm gonna tell it anyway. So I decided to drop acid one day.
What?
That's
just
right.
one day, just
I'm shocked,
think
Joey.
I'm,
You acid? No.
Okay. So I thought I got a bad tab because I'm like, this isn't doing anything for me. So my friend's like, yo, I got some salvia. And I'm like,
okay, salvia on top
I'm
of
like-
acid.
fuck it. I'm gonna do some salvia. I do the salvia right about when salvia is like fucking peaking, the acid decides to kick in.
oh god.
And right as the acid is kicking in, I Am the Walrus by the Beatles starts playing. And I thought I was gonna fucking die.
oh
Yeah.
my god.
Oh, yeah.
And I have touched neither of those three things
Oh
ever
my
since.
god.
No, that's
Not
not
even the
true
song.
because you were listening to I Am the Walrus. in the
That's
studio.
true. Yeah, I've touched neither of those two.
Even though you were
things.
a bit twitchish because you were like, I don't know if I can listen to this song, man.
No, I was like, I was in a recliner, like my fucking knees up to my chest, like
In fetal position.
I'm
Find
like,
a happy place.
I'm like, if I don't fucking die right now, I'm gonna fucking die right now. Like,
oh man.
My
Wait,
friend's looking at me like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Didn't you say
Anagata DeVita
one of
on Liquid
the-
Rush.
one of the songs
Wow.
that the White Oranges made? Wasn't there one of their songs where it starts going off like it's like talking about like stuff and it starts getting really crazy?
Oh,
It's like, when
that's,
did you find out this wasn't real?
Oh, that's
Every time you seem to get to that part and you say you're like messed up or
It's
something,
not the
weird.
Duchess.
like for some
it is
reason,
the Duchess.
and it
It's the Duchess.
It's the Duchess.
scares
yeah.
you so much.
It's like one of my favorite.
no,
songs.
no, like when you're like I don't know.
It is.
Like,
it is like a
drunk or
trippy
something,
song,
and you're
but
just
it's like
like you don't notice it until it gets to that part, and you're just like,
I get
whoa.
sad every time they
Like,
play that song
what?
live. They don't put that part, like they don't.
yeah, because you
Say
have
that.
to do
Well, I
like
mean, how
backing
would-
tracks
yeah,
or
you have
whatever.
to-
Yeah, but like
As a musician that has played shows, I can guarantee you nobody ever wants to do backing tracks because it's a fucking
a little piece of heaven, Event Sevenfold. Boom.
It's
Yeah,
a
but that's
nightmare.
yeah. See, he knows. Fuck you.
It was a good
Well,
song.
fine.
If that's how you feel.
I mean, unless you have a competent sound crew, yeah, it's great to do backing tracks,
And-
but
If you're a local artist, you never fucking do.
no, it's a crapshoot. I mean,
Unless you're an artist hired through Strange Friends Media,
yes, this is true.
because Hail Your Highness and American Arson both use backing tracks, and
Oh,
both bands
yeah,
played excellent shows.
killer.
so good. So
So if you're a local band looking for a show, a little shameless self-promotion.
Have you heard
We're not
of
about
looking
shameless
for
promo.
musicians?
And it comes back to the whole, what's going on with Fisher Hall.
Oh.
Oh, fuck off. I'm figuring it out, man. Jeez. It doesn't just happen overnight.
We're working on it.
No, I'm just
Actually,
giving them
I'm not
shit.
really
Slow.
working on it.
We can't all just have shows in our kitchen.
Oh my god.
Okay, it's the dining room.
It's classier than the kitchen.
So you, me, and Justin all want to do it in different parts
Wait, where does he want to do it?
in that like band room.
Are we gonna all be
Area
playing at
by
the
the
same
stairs?
time in different parts of the house? Just be
apparently
And then
so.
I think
it's
you
like
should do it in the
miniature
living
warped
room.
tour.
See, I was thinking fuck.
Three different rooms, three different
Hold on,
stages.
hear me out though. Living room,
Level
you have
1.
both of those rooms
Level 2.
that people could be in.
Level 3.
Yeah, but like if we do it in the dining room,
Outside.
What level are you on?
we gotta discuss this like off. Now.
Why do you
Not-
think
not
Hope
this-
went to the bathroom?
There's
She
a lot
was-
of crosstalk happening right
Just
now.
saying.
You know.
She's on level 3 now because she dropped 3 tabs in the bathroom.
What? That's not what I was.
You hanging out with Sid?
I wasn't supposed to say that.
What?
Hope. When did you start hanging out with Sid?
She's already on level 3, man. Just don't worry about it.
Too late,
It's like
too late.
it's like the great Johnny Hobo used to say. or still says. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know where he's at. I took 2 tabs of acid yesterday afternoon. Woke up this morning with a torn pair of shoes.
Actually, she's wearing boots. So
Well, fuck you, man.
She's wearing cute boots.
Cute boots.
Yeah.
are those Doc Martens?
Coots.
They're not.
They're awesome boots, is what they are.
Are they?
I'm trying to get her some
Martens,
docs.
you fucking
They're
Nazi.
And she
Hot
just-
Topic.
What?
I know.
Shout out to Hot Topic.
I've tried to get her some docs, and she's just like, "Yeah, these are cool,
You gotta
but
get
you know,
some. You gotta
no.
get you some Nazi
I had
boots,
that.
man.
Which one?
docs
Doc
are
Martens.
great."
Mhm.
Yeah.
Let's see what those are.
I had blue ones actually.
I showed you when
Google
we went to Journeys because I want to get a pair of black ones.
Now.
Yes.
You're the
Yes.
one that got me to wear Vans, right? Weren't those Vans?
Vans are
Yeah.
good. That's
Vans
what I
are
got.
good.
Nice.
On. My controller shoes.
Yes.
I don't know. Those are
DC all the
wonderful, by the way.
DC, the Kmart of skate shoes.
No, that's Vans.
Vans.
I'll admit it.
It's dude,
Dude,
it's
that's
funny.
Vans all the way, man.
It's funny. Like most brands of skate shoes are actually fucking terrible to skate in.
Not Vans,
Well, they don't last very long.
Just so you can trash them
Skateboarding.
and go get another pair.
right?
Like
I
you,
want to
pop,
say that's like Converse.
do you realize how much
Yeah.
Those
like
are like cheap. Just buy them unless you get Chucks. Then it's $50.
yeah.
I can't
For
tell you
shoes
how
that
many
are
pair
so
of Chuck
uncomfortable.
Taylors that
I
I've
used to
shredded.
always
What?
only wear
Chuck
sneakers.
Taylors are.
I
That
think
Really?
they're comfortable.
Yeah.
Oh, they were great to skate in.
Maybe it's just because. Yeah.
They are really well, not for me anymore because I have glass ankles, but they were my skate shoe of choice for a long
Is
time.
it still weird when you skate? Like, is it your leg or
Well,
it's your ankle?
It's both ankles.
Both of them? Oh,
It's fine when I'm just skating, but it's just a risk. Like that's why I need to get a longboard because I'm like I can't do tricks or ollie or do anything.
when you fall off
wild.
a skateboard, is it like that? Wait, is it called Unbreakable? That movie
Yeah.
where he's like
Mr.
falling-
Glass.
Ah!
Yeah.
Is that what it's like?
No, not so much. But
Ah, dang.
thanks
So you
for-
don't want to be Samuel L. Jackson?
Thanks for laughing at my
I'm sorry.
handicap though.
Crip.
Yeah, dude.
No, I mean, I wasn't that great of a skater, but I did skate everywhere when I was, a teenager, and it was great because I was always wearing Chuck Taylors.
Yeah. Now I have to have a shoe that I can fit my ankle braces in.
You need an orthopedic shoe.
Oh man.
Sucks
You're
to
laughing,
suck.
but I'm fucking serious.
We gonna get you some diabetic socks next, or what?
Okay. Hey, now.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh man, this just took a dark.
I'm not some
turn.
loser with diabetes, okay?
Oh my
She looks at Aaron.
How you doing, Captain Sugar Free?
God, that reminds me of South Park. There's the fractured butthole. I guess there's a hero on that where he's like Captain Diabetes,
Captain Diabetes, yeah.
and he eats like a candy bar and goes into a diabetic rage.
Oh.
That's fucking not how that works, but it's still funny. I know what you're talking
Leave
about.
it to South.
It's a good game.
Never played it.
Not as good as a Stick of Truth, but it's
I like to
I
stick
have
it.
that.
That was
Truth is great.
wonderful.
I have that
I
game.
haven't seen all of the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
pretty good.
Shame. Shame.
Not everybody talk at once now.
So awkward silence.
Yeah.
You were talking about the crosstalk, so
Right. Sorry,
No.
Riz, if you
Everybody's
So,
always
yeah.
come on, Joey. You're
Crosstalk,
damned
huh?
if you do, and you're damned if you don't.
oh,
Oh God!
just picked up a
Bring
beer
it.
bottle.
I got a wine bottle.
Oh, shit just got
I got
real.
a can.
Shit's about to spoon.
All right, well, I'm gonna excuse myself. You guys can riot, do whatever, bar fight,
Well, I'm just gonna.
step out of the studio and have at it.
Well,
I'll
What
fight
is it?
anyone.
An announcer where they're just like,
Yeah.
oh, and then he hits him with the right hook. There they go. Place your bets. I don't even know what's going on right now.
should be standing up on the chair.
Bully.
you never know what's going on.
The bully day for a fight.
I'm not even talking about anything that's happening in the room. I'm just like somewhere else completely.
Listening to the
Hope's-
commentary, bleeding over into her, the plate in her
Hope's
head.
on drugs.
Cold medicine.
Hope
I've
this
heard.
is your
Why do you think I'm
intervention.
happy most of the time? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh
I'm
my
joking.
god, it makes sense.
It all comes together.
Oh,
She's hopped up
dang.
on Robitussin.
Ugh.
You see me depressed all the time, and you're like, la, da, 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 da.
You want to do some NyQuil?
Dude, I remember fucking me and Jesse. Do you remember me and Jesse drinking cough syrup in school?
I remember the day. I was not a part of that though. You guys have fun with that.
Holy fuck!
Dimetap. That's all I'm saying.
I was a
Yeah.
fucking I was a zombie for the rest of that fucking day.
I didn't do it. My guitar player did. He's like, dude,
But why?
purple grasshoppers. I'm like,
What?
what?
He just came up and whispered that in your ear.
Like seriously, we were between 4th and 5th hour, and he's like, dude,
You got
purple
corked.
grasshoppers.
Keeping this in mind now.
Why?
But what?
I don't
This
get
is-
it either.
Traverse Bay.
Because he was doing Dimetap and Sudafed, and I'm going, there's probably not a good idea.
No, not at all.
Let's just go smoke a joint, man.
Way
Just
better
keep
for
it
you.
easy.
Right.
Yeah, like
I mean, I'll throw a little devil's dandruff in there if you want to make it
What?
interesting, but I mean,
your friends start doing some hardcore shit, and you're like, "Hey guys, can we just go smoke some weed?"
right.
It's like I don't want to kill someone tonight. Can we just?
I got an 8-ball. Oh,
I really like these shoes. I don't want to get
I got
dirt
a
down
dime.
on them. Like,
You go do your thing.
I would like to not have.
I was the one with the 8-ball.
Wow.
Poor decision making all the time. That's
Woo!
me.
addiction.
Yes.
High five. Speaking of that, we're gonna have some people on that are gonna talk about that. By the way,
Wait, you're
Sure.
like, as in
Yeah.
getting through it, or
like some of the programs and stuff that they have actually.
Oh no.
Are you bringing some motherfucking AA motherfuckers in here?
it all comes together?
You bitch.
It's actually the one that did it, but it's not.
What the fuck is this shit?
It's an
I'm
intervention.
drinking that whole show. I'm telling you.
What did you just say?
He just tosses the card back.
What
at
says
It's not about that. It's actually
I
about.
told you day one. The second.
That's awesome.
That's not how corks work.
You see this shit?
It's actually because
He's trying to
of,
edge of the card, Harley.
it's actually because of what happened in with my ex and everything, or not ex. but- So anyway,
Inappropriate time to laugh, Hope.
I was laughing at that.
It's a sad moment, all right?
it's not nothing
Dude, she's
towards you.
enjoying her buzz. I don't think she even knows what she's laughing at.
I
Right
know. I'm just kidding.
What is
I know.
happening right now?
So you guys are doing another song, right?
Oh, hey.
I mean,
We haven't started yet, right? What?
I can't think off the top of my head.
We
A third
just
one.
got
but
here. What?
Can't think of a
God
third
damn.
I
one.
think you need that card.
How many Adderalls did you take before you gave me your hope?
Oh,
She took
God.
about 5 Addies and about 6
Jesus.
Zans.
Holy fuck, you're a ticking time bomb.
Shit just got real
Oh my
interesting.
God.
I thought when you said that you were talking about your aunts.
She smoked a bowl and 5 Addies and whoa, what a party!
You're on
Harley,
5
I
Adderall.
was the one that.
Like-
I was in here.
What kind of drugs am I on then? You know what? Don't answer that. Don't anybody answer that.
This is definitely not our all ages show.
To me,
No.
no. Oh God.
Speaking of all ages show,
Hey, let's go back.
Shameless promotion, here we come.
April 27th, Super Laser Overdrive Volume 1. It is our 80s themed show at Fisher Hall in Frankenmuth. That's 613 South Main Street, Frankenmuth, Michigan. It's an all ages show, but you can bring your own booze if you want. It's only $8, man.
No
You get in,
glass.
you
No
get to
glass.
meet
No glass?
us, I
There's
guess.
no fun in that.
You got cans.
Okay, you got me.
Bring your cans.
She's totally checking out your cans.
No. Moving on.
But yeah, we have tickets available now. If you go to our event page on Facebook, there's a link to our ticket Leap, and you can buy tickets there.
What is
You
our
can-
day of price?
What?
Did you say the day of price?
Same.
It's $8.
$8.
All-
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Across the board.
Yeah.
$8.
$8.
Did I
Every
go
hour.
into a different universe?
No, man.
Because I thought it was like, okay, never mind.
Last show. Our
Or
last show.
you can message.
Oh, okay, okay.
Or you can message one of us. It's me, Tony, or Heather, and we all have tickets available. On
Do you-
Dr. E.
Do you search me on Facebook?
Yes. And I come up.
What?
Yeah.
Actually, it would be he because that's my last name and my first initial. Anyway.
I would hope that they.
Yeah.
So he's a he?
I fucking announced my name at the beginning of the show. All right.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Otter Pop.
DJ Otter Pop.
Oh wow.
DJ Auto Pop in the house.
Kinda
I
like
love
it.
you. I'm sorry. Are you done shamelessly promoting so I can shameless promote?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take.
Shameless.
This is my fucking show. I will take as much time as I want. But yeah, that's Super Laser Overdrive Volume 1.
Lots of 80s decorations.
Laser cats.
There will be a
I
karaoke
will bring the
contest.
laser cats.
Shut up!
That's enough
Shut the
talk.
fuck
from
up!
you.
Anyway, there'll be a karaoke contest. There will be a costume contest, and there will be a 50-50 raffle. 50% of that 50-50 raffle will go to the Cancer Society. Also, Sweet Tooth Bakery will be there, so you can buy all their delicious treats. 20% of that will go to the Cancer Society as well.
25.
So 25, correct. I keep fucking that up.
It's all right.
But anyway, so if you like
Makes
having
sense.
fun, come to the show. If you like cancer, then don't come to the
There
show.
it is.
Okay.
I don't think anybody likes cancer.
Well, that's
Nobody-
actually
nobody
why
likes cancer,
I don't like
but
cancer. I have to.
arguably,
Well,
Arguably.
then everybody should come to the show.
hold on.
Right.
Arguably, when science can finally dictate cancer, it'd be the best thing for humans ever, because the way cancer works is it changes your cell.
Okay, Alex Jones.
Okay, I'm
Let's
sorry.
just-
I'm sorry.
Okay,
Okay, moving on.
okay,
Free
deep-
radicals.
Deep here. Science.
I mean, you could grow back limbs with the technology that they could harness, but
I'm sure they've already come up with some crazy stuff, but
Come
I'm not
on,
saying-
they
I'm not
cloned the
saying-
sheep in the 90s, man.
fair
Dolly.
enough. I'm not saying
Dolly.
cancer's good.
Didn't realize this
Right.
was the Alex Jones show. Good to know.
I
Welcome.
booze.
Pizzagate, man.
Pizza.
All right. Can I shamelessly promote now?
Yeah.
What do you have to promote?
See, I say yeah.
Really?
I'm curious
Yeah,
too.
go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Fuck you, Joey.
I'm
May
now-
19th,
I'm now
don't forget.
coolest.
House show, Bay City, me, Hope, Joey, whole bunch of other cool
What's
cats.
the address, man?
I was getting to it. It's gonna be a big bash celebrate.
I'll stop.
Shut the fuck up!
Guys,
Go on.
I have
It's gonna be a big bash celebrating our buddy Kyle coming back up. Fucking music all night. Literally fucking music all night.
In
Yeah,
that
so like
order?
In that order.
what? Like 1 o'clock?
I hopefully don't have to work. So
But hopefully.
Even if you do.
even if I do, probably one or maybe two.
So
Maybe
we
all
talking
night.
like
Maybe
Marvin
4.
Gaye here or what?
Wait, what's going
Are
on?
we talking like Marvin Gaye because you said fucking music?
Yeah.
Huh.
Right.
No. Like we're gonna take the music and
Oh,
yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
But 2109 2nd Street, Bay City, house show. Preferably 21 plus. I could kind of get a hint that Justin was like, maybe all ages, but
Yeah, we'll just card
There's-
people. I got a security guy.
Oh,
okay.
oh,
We have a
so-
vanilla
okay,
gorilla.
okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. If
We
you're,
know a guy.
I mean, like legally, if you're under 21, don't drink. But
AKA Tiny Spoon.
We're saying that we are not advocates for underage drinking, but if it were to happen,
you get your ass off my property.
yeah,
Yeah.
essentially.
I'm not trying to be forceful either. That's just like I don't want to go to jail.
No.
That's fair enough.
I mean, yeah.
But yeah, May 19th, come on out. It's totally free. It's a lot of fun. BYOB.
It's totally
sadly.
80s.
Not 80s. Not 80s at all.
It's not even.
Quiet, Joey.
Not even-
I do have a huge feeling that police will be called because it is a quiet neighborhood and we are about to be like loud
That's
dickhead
cool.
musicians.
Fuck the police coming straight out
Oh
the
my
underground.
God.
Can't sing the rest of that line.
Harley, I can't go to jail, man. I can't. Please.
How old are you?
What?
How old are you?
No.
Older than me, which is 24.
24.
So
Old as
Wait,
fuck.
I'll be 25 by
yes, you will.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
God, you're old.
Wow.
Hope.
How's that? How's that plastic hip?
It's working for me.
It's gonna be a good time, man. I'm excited. I know
Keep up
Ian's
with her
excited. Shut the fuck up, Tony.
What?
So it's gonna be a good time. I know I'm excited, and I know Ian is excited.
If you don't want to have a bad time,
You guys are
come and
excited.
have a
We're
good
excited.
time.
Everybody's
None of us are
excited.
prepared.
Nobody's
No one
prepared.
is prepared. No. not at
Ian and
all.
I are still writing for the album, and so we're tempted to just do cover songs all night. Like
I mean, that would be
Fair enough.
fun.
we've already got like 6 cover
So-
songs in mind. Like
Drunk karaoke. Is that what's happening?
no, Justin asked me the other day. He's like, "So, like, do you know how long your guys' set is gonna be?" I'm like, "Does anybody fucking know how long your set is?"
Right?
Who's who's planning
Everything-
this?
Everything is like up in the air. We don't even know what room we're gonna do it in.
We'll play 2 songs like twice, or the
Just
same
do it on
song
the roof.
twice in a row.
We could.
Just to,
It'd be
because we-
really awkward to get up there, but we could.
You could get up from the jam room.
That's I don't know.
That'd
I
be
mean, it's
cool.
a house party, so you party on the roof.
Whoa!
super bad idea.
Especially with
Because I
Really
looked,
bad
Just make sure you
idea.
drink a fifth first.
because when I was sleeping in that room and I looked out and I'm like, oh man, in like the spring or summer you could go out and have a cigarette there. Then
I was actually going to.
I looked at the roof and I'm like, I wouldn't.
I'm still going
Probably
to.
wouldn't.
I'm gonna crawl out there. Be like,
Then you fall through the fucking roof. Like,
Oh my god!
I trust that house. It's the backyard. I don't. We had 2 trees fall in the backyard.
Told for the age.
I was sitting on the. I
Two
was sitting.
fists?
Huh?
2 fists? I mean, to stand by the tree? Is that how it is?
I thought you said doofus.
No,
Doofus.
2 fists.
2 fifths?
Thought you said
Wow.
Doofus, why are you standing by the tree? Come on, man.
No, 1 fist to party in the house, 2 fists to stand by the tree.
I mean, the trees are knocked over now.
Is that like a saying they said in like the
Doofus.
1800s when you used to party?
No.
Okay.
So I got this just in on chat. 30 songs each, no minor or narcs.
Oh, that cuts you out.
30 songs. Hold up. 30 songs each?
That's
Are you
what
out of
he
your
said.
fucking
That's what
mind?
he said.
What do
Who said that?
Justin.
Yeah, maybe for you, you've got like fucking 8 albums.
Wait, again. Okay, I'm lost. Which Justin?
Justin O'Kelly.
Oh, so he is listening.
Yes.
He's been listening since the start
I
of
thought
this
that was
show.
like the gay Justin. I didn't
No.
know.
No.
I didn't know which one. You guys don't
He's probably
clarify.
He's probably listening too. He just hasn't commented.
Oh, okay.
30 songs each. Go fuck yourself.
Ah,
I mean, we can do
2.
more than 2.
Can I play the set and
I was
then
thinking
play
of
the
that.
set again?
Just gotta-
Can we do that? Like play the set and then
So
play
play
it
your set
again?
first,
Like,
and then play it again later when everybody's drunk.
We're gonna play
Yeah.
the same
Yes.
song
Yes.
5 times.
I just
This is why I
encourage him to drink
promote.
more. Will sound better.
just gonna do all Dave Matthews covers.
I am going to be drinking a copious amounts of Corona.
I mean, it's the summer or it's spring, but this should be warm by then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not PBR weather.
Right.
Maybe it is PBR weather.
It's like that.
The economy
It's,
decides.
the economy-
Not this economy.
it's McMaster's weather.
No, never.
No.
Ugh.
Bad idea all day. I was okay with Jameson. Big Masters.
You're not okay with Jameson.
Yes, I am.
Oh, whatever.
Jameson is amazing. I'm sorry. Like, I kind of.
Harley is okay with Jameson.
Ah,
I might be a boozer.
oh.
Oh, fun fact, I did quit for 19 days, though.
wow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh fucking.
Oh,
19
yeah.
days.
That's
19
commitment right
days.
there.
Hey, I felt
You
like I
hung in
needed
there.
a drink.
Hold on. You
To celebrate.
You're not
When we-
addicted.
19
You
days.
just don't want
when
to
we
stop.
when we went to that comedy show, you sure held in there.
Dude, I was like,
I was trying to get you.
it was bad. Like, okay, this is gonna get kind of personal. When we went to that comedy show, I was drinking so much that when we went there, that was about 11 days or so into the sobriety. I went up to the bar with Joey, and I was like literally shaking because I wanted to get a drink.
I was no help at all.
No, he was like, "Just get one, man."
Just get
Just get
it.
I'm like, I'll buy you a drink, but I can't. That's
What
not
did you
good.
have to drink that night?
Mountain Dew.
And then
That's what it was.
I
You
purposely
and your
got
Mountain Dew.
and then I
Water.
purposely bought a bottle of PBR just to sit and drink it in front of.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
God.
That's a dick move.
This is like my go-to drink because it's good cheap beer.
Fucking $1 for a pint? Are you kidding me? Like you can't fucking beat that. Dude.
Right? I fucking love Dusos.
It's like I could get fucked up for $10.
Dude, that whole night,
Wow.
$22.
That's a steal considering last St. Patrick's Day, my whole night was $300
Oh.
at the pub.
That seems like a fair trade-off.
Right.
And I was buying drinks for you and Colin all night,
Oh
and then
my-
like half the
oh
bar
my
at some
God.
point.
It was like half the bar.
Wow.
I just
Wow.
at that point I was like 6 Irish car
Drinks
bombs
for
in, and I'm just like, everybody, let's fucking drink. It's my day.
It's a Monday.
It's my day to spend all my money.
Oh,
There
It's
goes
a
my
jam day.
I gotta work at 7 a.m. Let's do it.
Everybody choose.
tomorrow's not going to be my day.
Oh, it was not. It's certainly
Not gonna be my-
Weren't you
super
late?
close. No, I was on time,
Oh,
Oh,
God.
but I was still drunk when I got to work.
Oh,
I was too, but I didn't have to work until like 2.
That was the morning that you laid on the
So
floor.
drunk, though.
Yeah, I went in the bathroom and just fucking collapsed on the floor and just
God.
fucking laid there. Luckily, I had a cool manager at the time. She came and knocked, and she's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I just fucking need like a solid 30 minutes."
You didn't yell, I want to die.
Speaking of which, I've actually sober. I've gone into work with like, Speedway has this deal where you get 3 Powerades for like $2.
Yeah.
And I had a bag, and I was walking up to the back, like the entranceway for the employees at Zenders, and my boss was out smoking. I was like, "Geez, Harley, what'd you do? Drink last night?" I just looked at him. I was like, "I don't. Come on now. It's a deal. Like you get 3 for $2. Like you can't pass
Right.
up.
But it's
I'm not trying to sober up.
Yeah,
It's got electrolytes.
Oh my God.
Harley's grave.
I'm not that much of an alcoholic.
the manager that I was talking about would do that kind of shit to me. Like I would come to work, like definitely stoned, and she'd just be like, "I know what you did.
I know
Oh
what
wow.
I know what you are."
Judging you. That's okay. My manager asked me if I took my medication.
Oh.
Did you take your
How did that
medication today?
And every time she's like, nope.
No, and that's the funny part is like she was a major spaz and get like everybody any little thing. Oh no, you can't don't do that.
What was
And
she
she asked
Piglet
me
She
if
was
or-
I
the one
took my
that needed to be on
medication.
medication. Is
Yeah.
that what we're
Yeah.
So what?
Oh,
She was
dang.
like the incarnate version of Piglet.
Deer. Yeah.
No.
Oh, dear.
And then there's Hope. Always going into work fucked up.
Hammered.
Hope's
Hammered.
the biggest whiskey puking alky I've ever met in my life.
She's only so friendly because she's on the sauce.
She's saucing it.
24/7.
She's just laughing.
probably
She's
doing, like,
I
some
can't-
weird-
she's like, I can't even say
One time I caught Hope with a 5th of McMaster's just chugging it down. And I'm like,
I
"You
got
should
it."
slow down." She punched me in the eye.
I was there. I saw that.
I was
remember
there
the date.
too.
It was like March 28th,
Were
like 5
you-
years ago.
She's chasing the green
Were
fairy.
you
That's
sitting
what
on
it
the
is.
floor?
There's
Like,
something on your face.
She punched you in the eye.
Are you
You
calling
see-
Hope short?
Like she just jumped up.
I think she's tall. No, are you taller? I think you might be taller than me.
I don't know.
I'm only 5'1".
She's chasing the
I'm
green fairy.
5'2".
That's what it is.
Okay, I'm 5'3" if I try really
Don't know
hard.
what that means.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
Joey.
lost.
What?
Hope's chasing the green fairy.
What?
Wow.
Are you chasing the green fairy?
No.
You think you are Peter Pan?
Oh yeah, because
Wait,
Tank does
did
it
you say
for me.
earlier? Sexualized Tyrannosaurus. Wait, what?
Sexualized
That
Tyrannosaurus.
sounds like a fucking weird like movement or something. We need to sexualize the Tyrannosaurus.
It's like all those fucking anime things. They're sexualizing everything.
Oh God, no.
Sexualize a Tyrannosaurus.
Yeah.
You are a furry, aren't you? Hope's a furry.
Oh
Totally.
God!
No, it's the
Says
sexualized
the-
Tyrannosaurus.
Oh God.
It's the new movement for dinosaurs.
She doesn't say no.
No.
She's so not denying it. No, what's that green drink? And I can never remember the name of it. But you like put it in the spoon and then you put sugar
Oh,
in
it's the
it.
I got
Absinthe.
Thank you.
Oh Jesus!
That's why Hope's so happy. Because she's chasing the green fairy.
Is that
Fair
what?
enough. Okay.
That's what it means.
Is that what I've been doing all these years? No,
I
I'm
mean,
kidding.
I guess.
Unbeknownst to you, yes.
Anyway, what's? I'm sorry, I was in my own
Absinthe.
world.
Absinthe.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's why Hope's so happy.
let's do it.
I'm gonna hard pass on that.
Gonna make the best show.
I know. I've had some great stories drinking absinthe.
Oh, God.
That's like equivalent to drinking gasoline.
No, it's
Yeah, there
Renfair
you
folk.
go.
They're amazing to drink absinthe with.
I've got some great stories drinking absinthe. I just don't remember any.
Talk about wiping the hard drive.
Ooh, maybe I do need to.
Maybe I just have to hit the hard reset on life. And...
Time to detox.
Absinthe and tequila.
Ooh. I don't even do tequila by itself. And I'm Mexican.
I don't either, man. I don't drink vodka anymore either.
Ooh.
No, that was the kicker. Speaking of vodka, it was absinthe, tequila, and the chaser was vodka.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, it was a hard reset.
I don't drink
Like-
vodka anymore after Colin made me wear it.
I don't drink
Oh,
vodka
oh,
after going
oh,
shot for
no.
shot on Arrow.
Oh no.
Wow.
Like that, for people who don't know, Arrow is $6 for a fifth. And
There's
that-
cheaper.
Pop off.
Oh.
There's cheaper than that.
What?
Yeah,
Mohawk.
I found
But
some pretty fucking gnarly
Pop
stuff,
off was
man.
like
Are
$5
you
a
like just
fifth.
drinking paint thinner at that point? Or
Yeah.
It's like an up polish remover.
No, dude. Remember when Broski came back from Illinois? I don't think you drank.
I wasn't
with us.
there.
Okay, well, he came back from Illinois, and it was me, Colin, and Broski, and we're drinking fucking Arrow vodka. And then I knew when to quit. I was like, after we killed that fifth of Arrow, I'm like,
Weren't they like looking for gin or some shit?
let me finish. It gets bad. So I'm like, okay, we just killed the fifth of Arrow. I don't need to drink anymore. We're good, guys. And Colin's like, no, it's cool. I got this ginger brandy
Why?
Why?
and some UV blue.
Oh.
I mean, UV blue's okay.
Well, not when you mix it with fucking ginger
Yeah.
brandy and
This
Arrow
okay, fair enough.
vodka.
In the situation, I can see where it was a problem.
So anyway, I quit after the Arrow was gone, and I see these two, and they're going shot for shot on ginger brandy, also drinking this UV blue that they had mixed with orange juice.
What?
Don't know why. It made this really gross looking fucking drink.
Yeah.
Why don't you just throw
Where's the
triple
logic?
second there?
I mean, I would ask where the logic is, but get Mr. Gasoline over here. So
Also,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
after a fifth of Arrow, where does the logic go? I think we all know it's long gone. at that
I woke
point.
up in a house where nobody was in after going shot for shot on Arrow.
Oof.
Like I just woke up on the couch and nobody was around. Didn't know what the fuck was going on. Don't know how I got there. Just got in my truck and left.
You're just like, yep, and I'm out.
Did you even like ask if anyone was hello?
Yeah, I did.
But
Like the
Hello?
hello?
Nobody answered. I was like,
Anyone here?
okay, I'm gonna
but anyway,
skidoodle.
so after that was all gone,
Dude.
after all that was gone, we decided we should probably go to bed. Now's probably a good time to call it a night. So Zach passed out on the kitchen floor.
Uh-huh. Been there.
Colin and I passed out in the doorway together to the bedroom from the kitchen, saying how much we love each other.
Also been
And
there.
like we were just laying there. We're laying there in the doorway, and I get woken up to what I thought was water being dumped on me, but it's Colin
Oh,
puking
no.
on my fucking head,
Oh God.
and I am drenched from like my hips to my head,
Oh.
and it's like I had just taken a shower and vomit.
That reminds me. One night, I kind of like I was depression drinking, which is never a fun time. I was it was the remainder of this Kraken rum that I had. It was like half a fifth.
Oh.
I just said fuck it and down the whole thing. And I also had some German beer that I got for free, and was not a good mix.
That's a plus.
I'm laying in bed, like just everything's spinning. I fall asleep. Maybe a half hour later, I wake up, throw up all over myself. There's like a huge crevice, like right here, and I'm just like,
Uh,
oh, I gotta clean that up.
you're
Ah,
And
you
but
disgust me.
you
not
just
now.
didn't-
So I fall back asleep, and like 2
Oh.
hours later, I wake up. It's like, no, drunk me. Why didn't you do this? Sober me has to take care of it.
Oh fuck no. That
Oh,
that
man.
sobered me up real fucking quick when I woke up to that, and I'm like, well, fuck. That is, by the way, you never picture me as the responsible one in a drinking. Usually I'm the one doing fucked up shit and people are taking care of me.
This is true.
So at this point, I'm like, fuck, well, I got to get in the shower. So I get up. And as I'm walking to get in the shower, I see Zach is laying on his back with puke in his mouth. And I'm like, you're going to choke, you dumb bastard. So I have to roll. Zach is not a light man either. Zach is a very heavy guy.
He's a hefty dude.
So I have to fucking roll him over onto his stomach. And then, because I'm like, there's no point in putting him on his side. He's just going to fucking roll back onto his back. Not a good time.
Oh man.
That's why he was telling you that he loved you beforehand.
So
things that were going to happen later.
So Colin wakes up and looks, and I'm like fucking mopping the floor up, like just really having a bad time. I had to roll Zach over like 6 different times because he wanted to die, apparently. It's not a good night. It started as a really good night. And then we were happy. Broski was back, and then everything went to shit.
Gotta know your limits.
I fucking did. The other 2 did not. I got punished for knowing my limits.
You still party with them?
I do. Not so much anymore because they're both. Well, I don't know what Zach's doing, but Colin's down in.
I haven't heard from Zach in over a year.
Colin's down in Ann Arbor. But yeah. Well.
So what's new with you guys?
Well, it wasn't. I was about to close the show out, but
since
you were
okay,
so kind to ask.
Shut up, Joey. We're talking about wine.
It wasn't funny the first time. It's not funny this time.
Everyone's laughing except you.
I'm not even here right now.
I'm just saying, Hope hasn't said anything for the past
Hope
40
laughs
minutes.
at everything. Okay.
I mean, it's true. I mean, I do.
Why you throwing yourself under the bus?
Just being
All right, Hope. Anything to say before we close the show up?
O'Doyle rules.
Wow.
Anyone find
Anyway, that's all the time. I waited. Just like, come on, start talking.
Got nothing
Go
up.
ahead. What are you gonna say?
Just ignore him.
Nah.
She got nothing?
Are you having a fucking stroke?
I mean, every day of my life.
It's just your life. Your life is a constant stroke.
Oh.
Nobody knows what it's like.
Eugene, I think I'm having a stroke.
The sharks.
What is it that we can smell from a quarter mile away? Blood? You sure it's not toast? No.
Eugene, I think I'm having a stroke. Oh,
You're out of your element, Donnie.
That was my background on my phone for a long time. It was just Steve Buscemi, and then it's straight out of your element, like the straight out of Compton. Yeah. Anyway, fucking, we're done. We're calling it. Anyway, I've been Joey Strange. Our guests, Hope and Harley. Thank you guys for coming on the show.
Oh, thanks for having us.
Yeah,
It's always fun.
As always, with me was Tony and Heather. And this has been the Don't Make This Weird podcast. And you know what? Go and do all that dumbass fucking social media shit. Like our page, subscribe to us, follow us, whatever, fucking pin us on Pinterest.
Pinterest, you say?
Do all of that fucking bullshit.
Oh.
But the most important thing,
Most.
don't forget to tell your friends, tell your mom, and tell your grandma. Have a good night.